He went to prison or something for killing his buddy.
Yes, and I was listening to it, right? And I'm like, man, should I be worried?
Dude. Yeah, he talks about, I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem as hardcore because like his beats are like soft melody kind of things, but the stuff he talks about is straight murder and.
Well, yeah, the one song's called Murder on My Mind.
Murder on My Mind, yeah.
And that's kind of the crazy part is I'm like, now I've listened to it probably about 5,000 times.
Yeah.
What do you got going on? Let's shout out what you got. What's your business? Where you at? And get that out of the way.
McClenahan Construction. I do a lot of remodels and framing, concrete. So I do a bunch of remodels and construction. So I've been doing a lot of like general in lately.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's something I've been wanting to get into is more the general side of things. It's a lot more responsibility as far as everything's kind of on your shoulders or whatever, but I like it. You know what I mean? I can be in a lot of different places at once and get multiple jobs done and in the same amount of time that I could do one if I was by myself. So,
oh, hell yeah. So how long now have you been doing that? I was going to say a few years now, right?
Yep. So I've been doing construction pretty much, my whole life. Concrete, landscaping, framing. I've done it all. So, in 2019, I want to say it is, me and Jake, Jake, went to high school.
Yes.
Yep. Buddy of mine. We decided to start McClenahan Construction. Well, actually, the first name was Next Level Construction.
Okay.
And I had just had my kid. I was working on this framing crew doing custom houses for like 7 years.
Okay.
And I didn't really have enough work yet to like completely dive off on my own.
Right.
So I was just doing like weekend warrior stuff, still framing for that company. And then Derecho happened. So straight dollar signs is all I saw, dude.
Yes.
I'm like, I got the tools I've been accumulating. All this work's out here. I gotta go. See you later. And it's been a ride, dude. It's been about 5 years now. So it's going well. I've had ups and downs. Everybody does. So
yeah, like kind of what have you noticed anything changed within the last few years with like hiring people, finding jobs, kind of stuff like that?
Yeah, so I got fortunate actually. Ironically, Derecho got me started on my own business, like just completely on my own. But I did Derecho work for like 2 or 3 months, and I got hooked up with home builders. They do the modular homes.
Okay.
So a lot of like rural areas, farmers, stuff like that.
Okay, kind of break down what the modular homes are, because there's like a couple versions of them, right?
Yeah,
it's like you can get half the house shipped.
Yep. So that's a modular. So the trailers, they're usually one piece. They come in like a trailer. The modulars are built in a climate controlled, factory, and they build them in like 2 halves. That's when you see those big semis pulling like a half a house down the road. That's a modular home.
Okay.
So they'll get set, and pretty much usually it's just 2 pieces, and then after that, if the customer's added on things like a garage, a deck, maybe an addition, anything, basement framing, that's when I came in, so the house got set, the main 2 halves, and then I came in and really made it look like a house and not like a trailer.
Okay. So like on average, how long do you think something like that would take you guys?
On my crew doing that?
Yeah.
Well, I had 4 guys and then me. So, yeah, we were just doing all the rough framing. I wasn't doing any of the finished stuff for them. So we were pretty much in and out, just knocking out the garage, attached garages, the covered porches, the decks, basement framing. So, I mean, we were in and out with our job. They'd set the 2 halves and we'd come in and we'd be done with the garage, covered porch, deck probably in 3 days, 4 days.
Okay.
And that's with 4 guys and me. So, a good crew I had going. And that was when I first started. Unfortunately, they started moving more out west, and it was starting to get to where I was hour and a half, 2 hours away, and I'd have to stay in like an Airbnb, because it wasn't worth it to drive 2 hours back.
Oh, yeah.
That's 4 hours of driving. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I didn't want to do that because I had my kids. I just had my kids recently, in the last few years, and I didn't want to be away from them like that. So,
yeah, I was going to say, how is that kind of... Talk a little bit about that, like when it comes to trying to work with, starting your own business and having kids and stuff like that. Kind of how old are they again?
Turning 6 and is turning 4 here in July. So yeah, dude, it's going fast, and I can't even believe that they're already where they're at. So they're awesome.
Have you
Best thing that ever happened.
Have
to
you
me. I know
started
that's
showing them how to
cliche,
hammer?
You know what? They love to follow me around and do things with me. If I go in the garage, they want to go out there. They start grabbing all my tools, and
Oh, hell yeah.
and they'll take like some wrenches and like some things that aren't even. They'll go over to their bike and just start like knocking on it with the wrenches and stuff, just
hell
acting
yeah,
like they're
man.
fixing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, in technology, I am terrible with technology, computers, phones, anything. I mean, I can get on Facebook, I can call people and text people, but dude,
Yeah.
that's why Jake's a big help for me too on my business, because he does all the stuff that I don't want to do, which is the computer stuff, the emailing, the invoicing, keeping my books, stuff like that. So it's a big help. It's definitely something I don't want to do.
Hell yeah, man. And that's kind of one thing, kind of why I started this thing. Well, actually, I really didn't want to do this to begin with, but I figured this was kind of like the only way to get like what I'm doing with Life Cap out there.
Yeah.
And shit, I do this every time. It's like, where the fuck am I going with this?
Yeah.
Like, I had it right up in there. It's like that. I told Carly we had to move the cameras because I can't have this. I've got too many construction people coming over with fucking ADHD. They're moving all about. We got to give them more room. So now we got you plenty of dance room behind you, right?
Oh yeah, there's tons of room in here.
Yeah. So you can dance your fucking heart. I was thinking about this earlier after Mike's this is kind of a way to, as being kind of Midwest, stuff like that, we really don't, kind of chop it up in like a setting like this at all, where you got the headphones on and it's like you can lock in with the other person like this. So it's kind of...
it does feel different than a normal conversation.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, get like a set of this and like have your kids sit down and they'll listen.
They love it.
Yeah, dude.
I got the 2 girls. I'm not looking forward to anything in the future. Right now is great. Daddy's girls, Lovey. I'm sure it's going to take a huge turn at some point.
Yeah, and that's kind of funny too, because I told Carly this the other day. I was like, I kind of look at it's like a boulder, just fucking solid.
Yeah.
And I kind of look at her just like, oh, the world's gonna fucking hurt the shit out of you. Just, it's like a totally different thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like,
well, it's crazy
gentle.
the world we're having to raise these kids in too,
Yeah, and that's one thing I was gonna tell you about. So when it comes to this too, what I'm doing with this podcast and stuff. So the past year, right?
Yeah.
I've been what you can see is not everything I know.
Sure.
So I've also been training myself in a lot of like back end Python, AWS, and that's kind of also why me getting to do this, I can kind of show you some stuff too that'll help you.
Yeah.
So, and that's one thing too. I was showing Carly on YouTube the CNN thing, right? Listen to this shit. So there's an AI company. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Anthropic. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
So
that shit scares me.
Yeah, but actually,
I could see where AI can be helpful, but it just scares me a little bit.
You, my friend, shouldn't be all that worried.
It probably would help me out a lot.
Well, so CNN, it was literally like 8 hours or a few hours ago, right? CNN, their YouTube channel, for what it's worth, I don't fucking know, is what it is. But so the Anthropic CEO said that within, I can't remember how many years it is, but there will be a 25% unemployment rate.
Really? Well, it's because all the money's in the trades right now.
I mean, what do you do for hunting wise?
Me?
Yeah.
Mostly deer.
Deer?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Deer, turkey. I mean, I do some fishing. So deer, I'm super big into deer hunting. I mostly rifle, and it's fun to go stack up 30 bodies in the garage, dude.
Oh, yeah. So
we got a group that goes out. We hunt all around this area. I mean,
oh, no shit.
Yeah, this is where we hunt.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
And so, yeah, we hunt, and we got like 10 guys, and everybody's got like 2 or 3 tags. So we end up with 20, 30 deer every year. It's fucking fun.
Hell yeah. I was going to say, how many?
Shotgun one season. We go push a bunch of timber, private and public.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I was going to say, it's been a while. Oh, last time I went hunting, you ever heard a slug whistle?
Slug whistle? No.
So This was very long ago. So you know where Sutliff's at?
Yeah.
God damn it. So you're
Slug
doing
whistle. This sounds funny.
so you're doing like the push, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you guys do it?
It's during shotgun season, yeah.
So kind of it's a recipe for disaster in any way you look at it.
Super dangerous.
Yeah. So Carly's dad, by the way, let me tell you what I'm doing over here.
Yeah.
Look, no, not the cameras. There's this screen right here. It's you, me, and that computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can see the show going on.
Oh, yeah. I'm watching you right now. So if you see me look over here, I'm still watching you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, it's like, pay attention to me, dude.
I just want to make sure you fucking knew that shit. In my fucking hand, I'm the guy switching the fucking cameras.
No, hey, this is your show, man. You got it going on. That's dope.
Well, it's like it's kind of one of those things where it's like, that's kind of one of those things. You come do this, just seeing this alone.
Yeah.
Will save you hours of time.
Yeah.
Because, that stupid thing there, would you have guessed? There's a certain type. It's crazy shit, coming from, construction jobs and shit like that.
Dude, that's another reason I had Jake, dude. I freaking don't really care to deal with technology. I want to be out in the field pouring concrete and framing. That's what I want to be doing. Or just sitting in my truck telling everybody else what to do.
Yeah, and
that's the end goal, I think.
Get the old air conditioning.
If I got to whip my bags out and show them how to frame, I will.
Yeah, so what have you seen what has been the biggest sticker shock for you then? Like what do you go and pick up now and you're like, motherfucker, I cannot believe this shit?
I don't know. Concrete prices have gone way up in the last few years. Lumber's come down. Obviously after Derecho, everything was freaking way screwed up, and COVID too was affecting it and everything. So it's come way down since then. But yeah, I would say still everything is still pretty decently expensive. There's nothing that's really shocking me anymore. A lot of people, especially like this, they want to do decks with composite and aluminum railing. And they don't understand that it costs a ton of money to do that.
So
versus like a green treated deck or something. If you were just to add maintenance free railing and decking, you're triple the price. Yeah. Okay. I've done some other decks, but just like little green treated decks, stuff like the last composite one I did. Yeah, it was $25,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you see a lot of people nowadays really? Is that the first thing they're asking for still?
What, decks?
Like composite decks?
Well, yeah, nobody wants to do all the maintenance, I can make green treated decks look really good, but the weather and stuff out here and this green treated material, it twists and does anything it wants to do with the weather and the sun. So literally a fantastic deck I could build. Miter's perfect, everything on this deck. Within a year, if you're not treating it, sealing it, doing, even that, you're going to see your miters starting to separate. You're going to see spindles start bending, just all kinds of stuff. So that's the biggest reason people want to go with the maintenance free stuff. They don't want to have to deal with that. They don't have to deal with sealing it every year and making it to where they don't have to do anything. So, and they got to pay the price for that. And then that's what it is, so.
Oh yeah. What, when it comes to doing your own construction company and stuff like that, what have you kind of found be the most helpful, just kind of, finding people? Word of mouth. What do you think's been the biggest help?
For me, it's been word of mouth, referrals, which I take. It's nice that you get that, because that means you're doing a good job. You know what I mean? So people are referring you because of the work you've done, and it's been good work. And I'm not always the cheapest. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the cheapest, because the cheapest is never good. So, some people don't choose me over the cheapest bid, and they end up calling me a month later to come fix stuff. I've had it happen so many times. It's unreal, and it's like, well, you could have spent $5,000 more.
Yeah.
and not had somebody come back, had a better product. You know what I mean? It's just like people have to really look at that. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to spend $25,000 on a deck. They'd rather they'll have somebody come in and underbid me at 17, 16. You know what I mean? They ain't making no money, and that deck is going to be shitty put together, fast. You know what I mean? So,
or it's going to take about they're going to start it off hot. It's going to come in hot, and then like the guy behind me, 8 months later, we're going to finish that fucker.
No shit.
8 months. It was impressive. So they pulled out something crazy. Listen to this beautiful story, right? And you would probably, I mean, this is just batshit crazy, man. They put the floor in without the roof on. And this is supposed to be like a seasonal deck area. You know, I'll have to have you look at it, but it's like a fancy porch deal.
Yeah.
But they, go out there and, sit. It's like
it's probably more like a 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Or like a screen deck or something like that, pretty much.
Yeah. But and then right after they put the floor in, right? It rains for like 2 days straight.
Oh,
So about 3-4 months later, right? They come out and fucking yank out the first. And then it's like another 2 months to get the new shit in. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, dude, it was so crazy. It's like, this is like a fucking clown show. And it's like exactly what you said.
Yeah.
It was cheapest guy, one guy, and then all of a sudden it became 2 guys because he's like, oh shit.
And then it becomes another third party coming in later to fix some things that you don't like that you see or find. And it's like, dude, people don't get it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I get it. Nobody wants to spend money. You know what I mean? Or they want to spend as little amount as they can. But you ain't going to get quality for the cheapest price. You're just not.
Oh, yeah. So, like, when it comes to kind of what do you feel? How have you felt being able to be your own boss and kind of do whatever the fuck you want? I mean,
how does it feel?
Essentially.
It feels amazing. I love it. I mean, that's one of the biggest things I think that maybe some guys take for granted is just the time you get. Sometimes things get stressful, but the fact that you're literally out there, you don't have to answer to anybody besides, customers and what they want, but it's definitely awesome. I can't really explain. I see, my fiance, she goes to work every day at like 4:30. She leaves at like 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning, and then goes and then comes home and talks about things that she's had to deal with and this and that. And I'm just like, I'm so glad I don't have to do that.
Oh yeah,
I got to deal with other problems, but I mean, usually it's things that. Everyday things that come up, you know what I mean? I got to go do this. I got to be over here. I got to be in 2 places at once. I need nails for this job. I need screw, just running around doing different things, but it's all my thing. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a different feeling, a good feeling.
Do you think too also, and this is where I think like the world is kind of taking a backslide to shit, is like, I feel like we need like more, God, how to fucking say that? I'm trying to figure out how to word this shit. I don't know. It's like do you feel like there's got to be so much more pride in what you do compared to working for somebody else.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't know how to word that. I'm like,
No, I get that. Yeah. So, and that's another thing too. Everybody's like, why'd you put your name on the company? Having your name tied to it. Well, like I said earlier, I do things with quality. So I want to have my name on there. I want to feel prideful that, the good work comes out of McClenahan and everybody sees that and refers me. So, it's a little intimidating having your name out there. You know what I mean? But, at the same time, it's very prideful driving around with my name on the truck. So, yeah. So,
and plus too, it's got to make you like work a little harder in what you do, and that's going to obviously bring out better quality shit.
100%. Sometimes it gets me, well, it's funny. My buddy, he calls it a fuzz grommet. Every time I start, we'll get into like some finishing or something like that, and I'll be like really meticulous about something to the point where he's like, dude, you're being too much right now. And I'm like, but I just need it to be this you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, let it go, you know? And I have to do that sometimes. There's some things that I have to just, in my mind, I'm such a perfectionist, you know what I mean? That I want it to be, I want it to look like everything I do is printed off the computer.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So when it's not like that, it just bugs me. It does.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's also that we can't be perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to live with the fuzz grommets.
That's so good.
There's a backstory on that too. But.
Oh, man. Oh, dude, that's funny. Oh, God, shit. I forgot where I was going with this shit. God damn it. I gotta loosen this fucker up real quick. My fucking shoulder.
You like the
man.
Carhartt shirts?
Yeah. Well, I've always been Me too, yeah. I've always been a large man. Yeah. And it's always like Carhartt's always had the available talls, baby. Yep. You know?
Yeah, these shirts I actually, when I ordered them, he was like, they also come in a tall. And I was like, give me some talls. I want to try it. And now that's all I do is talls.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm only like 6 foot tall, but I have a like kind of a longer torso.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like longer shirts, you know, I'll get the plumber's crack going if I don't wear a tall shirt these days. It's like, God damn it.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too, right? You don't want to be like that fat guy who's always got their fucking gut hanging out the bottom. Yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ, brother. You're making the rest of the motherfuckers look bad, man. Tuck that motherfucker in. What are you doing?
Oh, that's fucking funny.
It's like, Jesus Christ. God damn. It's like, I know it's hard to find them, but let's find a workaround or something.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, talls for sure.
Yeah, plus we'll send you, I got a tote load there of shirts I'm sending home.
Here I am talking about cheaper when I just said cheaper ain't better. But in that circumstance, cutting out the middleman is okay.
Oh,
I think,
shit, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I got I got all those shirts over there still. I mean,
yeah, how much are they? Can I buy one?
I'm gonna give all those away to anybody who stops over. Anybody. I mean, I'm just giving them all out. I mean, I had 125 of them done.
Yeah,
and well, turns out everybody's like an XL or 2X. So
everybody, ain't it? Yeah. Well, they just don't make the shirts the same sizes anymore. Everything's run small. You notice that? Dude. I mean, for me and you, everything's always run small. We've always fucking had to deal with that shit. But anymore, you go buy a freaking XL shirt and it's like, dude, this is a large.
Oh, yeah. So, funny story at the paper mill, right? Dude, they tried giving everybody high-vis shirts, right? And they were the cheapest China shit in the world.
Yeah.
I had to get fucking 5 XLs. Like, this shit was insane. Like, I'm like, wow, make a fat guy feel even fatter here. Now I got to go to the 5XL market. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's the next step? A bed sheet?
A moo-moo?
Yeah. Oh, like old Grandma Tupy used to wear. Oh, man. Fucking cigarette, Annie.
Oh, dude. We grew up in the best fucking time, I think.
Oh, man.
Like, honestly, as far as...
Shut that.
Oh.
Yeah.
As far as, like... We grew up, we were still involved in the time before all the technology and the phones and all that. You know, we played outside. We got our freaking knees scraped and jumped our bikes over. You know, I did anyways. Jumped huge dirt ramps with my bikes and crashed and just had fun when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
It's just not like that anymore, dude.
Oh, no.
I try to keep my kids on that same kind of path, like going outside and stuff like that. But it's hard, dude. These kids, they want to watch YouTube and it's like, dude, it's hard for me to be like, no, you can't watch YouTube because that's what I watch. But it's like,
yeah,
you're too young for that. Go freaking play, you know?
And then it's like you're the big
Take
asshole.
Your shoes off and get outside. No, me and Raven are on the same page with like the kids and technology and the computers and tablets and shit like that. So we keep it pretty balanced.
Hell yeah. And that's one thing too. Shit. So we had Mike came over yesterday and hell of a guy. I don't know if you've listened to any of that yet, but man, he is, so that's something too, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of out of the loop on shit, but I think nowadays it's really hard to find like, and that's what I appreciate so much about you, and Mike, like, you guys were so, but I think it's hard nowadays. Like if I wanted to create a business like outside the world of what I'm doing, right? I think nowadays, I think my first business, and maybe we can get something going,
Yeah.
a moving business. And let me tell you why.
Anything, dude. Let's buy some fucking land and build some storage garages.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too. Movers, I think nowadays it's so hard to find a bunch of buddies to fucking grab and move. You know, like I literally during that storm, it was like move this shit all by myself, you know, because everybody's doing all their own shit. You were probably doing the same shit.
Yep.
We talked about this yesterday, you know, houses being all screwed up and shit like that. But God, this is the shit I do, man. I fucking start getting going, and then it's like I go fuck. It's like I'm fucking ramping my shit up.
You got a million things going through your head, and you're over here like messing with stuff, making sure this whole podcast is like going good. It's like, how do you freaking balance all? Well, I'll tell you this right now. I am not a good multitasker.
So, and this is where it would be.
I'm on my phone, like texting somebody. You could be fucking talking to me, and I wouldn't even know you were talking to me.
So let me tell you a little secret here, and this is where this whole blue collar interjection with what I've taught myself with AI, because I still work swing shift at a paper mill technically.
Yeah.
So I've learned a lot of tools, right? From automation tools. I mean, it's insane what you are capable of doing. And think about this. You know, all I had to start, like literally all I started with was that thing.
Really?
That was it.
So the AI just kind of like told you what to do?
Like, I have pushed myself.
Because this seems like a freaking professional ass podcast, dude.
I mean, the form there is pretty legit.
Dude, yeah, no, literally. I had to sign a freaking form, consent, and it was professional.
Sexually, too.
Yeah.
Sexually.
Yeah, well, we'll see where this
goes. That's some fun stuff. Did you see some of the desk art we have?
I saw the baby oil. And I about died, dude.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I think that's probably rised in price. I think there was some new Diddy news that came out. But
what a freaking Hollywood is something I don't even want to even come close to being a part of.
Like, that's the funny shit that
I am good living this life, bub.
I spoke to Carly about this earlier. I go, imagine sitting there and hiding the fact from the world that you've been gay this entire time.
Oh, dude. And you were the Bad Boy Records, fucking this and that, blah, blah, blah. Now everyone's sitting there and you can't do nothing. You're just sitting in jail and everyone's fucking laughing at you being a weirdo.
And yeah, dude, the worst part about it is you just have to sit there and listen to people rubbing cum and baby oil on your nipples. You're just eating the shit the whole time. Like, imagine that. Like, how fucking rough would that be to sit there and not just fucking cry?
Dude, I'm sure, and I've heard a lot of people, well, I'm not going to say a lot of people, I'm just saying things I've heard, like, over the years, that there's been guys that go in there and you probably are in a lot of shock when you're going through the trials and this and that, hoping that you can be released or whatever. And then all of a sudden you get life or you get 30 years. And these big ass motherfuckers will go in there and they'll cry like a baby at night, dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So here
I probably would too.
You think Diddy's going to go
life's
free?
Over, dude.
Diddy free or no?
You know what? I don't watch enough of it to know. I just...
Based off of the little tidbits.
I've started to see that, like, people are starting to turn a little bit on social media. Like, I don't want to say backing him up, but just like, oh, this whole Cassie thing, it's not what everybody thinks and this and that. And it's like, I don't fucking know, man. I know the dude's probably a weirdo and has done a lot of weird ass shit. I don't know. I just don't know enough about it. I can't really talk about it like I know anything really about it. I just know he's probably a weirdo and probably doesn't need to be out fucking around. So,
oh man, like that is just so bizarre. And you know that's
like putting kids in like situations and shit like that. Like, fuck, it's a monster.
Oh, so and that's like, do you ever watch any of those like murder, true crimes on like the interviews with? I think if Carly kills me, it's like I probably had it coming.
Yeah, well, I probably have it coming too.
Oh yeah, it's like all right, it's all right. You know, you guys have been together.
Yeah, I did it, but he deserved it.
You guys have been together a long time too now, right?
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, and like that's one thing too is like I think is cool to find kind of within like yesterday, Mike, 29 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at it's terrible to say. We're at like 12 or 13 now. We do the math.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's going to be pissed, but 12 or 13 years.
Well,
but it was like, you know how it is. We were, you know, after high school and college days, you know, is kind of when we started talking.
Yeah.
And had our ups and downs, had breakups, this and that, got back together. So we count from like then, you know what I mean? But like, we've been solid. We've been engaged now. I got engaged before I was born, and it's terrible to say. She's almost 6 now. But I started my business. Unfortunately, Dad passed away unexpectedly on us. Excuse me. And so that we just kind of dealt with that for a while.
Okay.
And it was, and then the marriage was kind of on the back burner. And then her mom we recently found out she has stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh, shit, dude. Man.
Yeah. Yep. And she's living with us. After her dad died, you know, her name's Pam. She sold the house and she moved in with us. And then what's crazy, dude, this whole cancer thing, well, that's another thing we can dive into.
Yeah.
But, she went in for a routine insurance. She got on some new insurance, I think, or something, or insurance wanted her to get a checkup.
Okay.
Because she said she used to smoke. She stopped smoking when my kids were born. She used to smoke a lot.
Okay.
Stopped smoking when my kids were born. So a few years after that, she had an insurance checkup, and they found a spot in her lung.
Oh, shit.
Biopsied it, cancer. Checked her brain immediately because I guess lung and brain goes hand in hand. Checked her brain, found some spots in her brain. Found some spots in her leg too. So because it was in multiple areas, they said it's metastasizing or whatever the word is, and that it's at stage 4 then at that point.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I went in for nothing, just a checkup, to end up finding out she's got stage 4 cancer. Pretty fucking shitty. Like,
oh, man.
Didn't go in with any symptoms or nothing.
No shit. That's how she went in, like nothing at all. And she's just like.
She went in for a checkup for insurance because she told insurance that she used to smoke. And I don't know. I'd have to ask Raven. I don't know if it was she was getting on new insurance, her policy was changing. I don't know what it was, but they said you need to go do a checkup because you used to smoke. And they fucking found a spot in her lung.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's shitty. And how old is she?
Oh, God. She's got to be almost 60 now, probably, or over. I can't tell you. I don't know. Somewhere around there.
Right around
50s,
60s?
early 60s.
Man, that's still shit.
Yes, it is shit.
Like, so how is kind of walk me through how that's been? Like, how long has it been now since she moved out? And
it's been now. She's been with us for almost 2 years.
Okay,
almost 2 years. She found out almost right away when she moved in. So they told her at first when they found everything that she had, I don't know, 12 months to 2 years if she did treatment. And then started doing all the treatment. Let me back up too, by the way, since we're on a podcast.
Yeah. Shit, I got all night.
I'm telling you right now, that biopsy shit is fucked up. Like, the fact that they have to go in and cut it open to tell you that it's cancer, it just spreads it.
Oh, my God.
As soon as they cut that shit open, your body is creating that tumor. And I'm only saying this because I've done a lot of research on this over the years with her, you know, the cancer. We've done a lot of more holistic stuff with her. And, and it was working at first. And really? I just think it's kind of aggressive. And it just, yeah. Anyways, the biopsy thing. Your body, if you get cancer, your body's creating that tumor and surrounding it to protect your body from the bad shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
When they go that's the only way they can test it is to cut it open. You're just releasing all that, the cells and the cancer, and it'll spread.
Wow.
100%, dude.
Dude, I like
If I went to the doctor
clueless to any of this. So
if I went to the doctor, I'll tell you right now, if I went to the doctor and they're like, well, we see a spot, we need to do a biopsy. I ain't getting no fucking biopsy. I will do any protocol for cancer, but I'm not having that cut open. Promise you that.
wow, that is so. After that, is that kind of, did it accelerate after that, or what kind of happened after that?
So after she first got diagnosed, we did some research and we got her on. I don't know if you've ever heard of Joe Tippens, I think his name is. Oh, God, Joe Tippens or Tippens. He's a rich guy that, and I know there's some other people too in the community that have kind of done this protocol too. But he was a rich guy that, so Joe Tippens, let me get here. He was a rich guy. He ended up getting cancer. They told him he had like 6 months to live. And he's like, what the fuck no? He had like a veterinary or another buddy that was like a researcher, veterinary kind of person or a researcher in something. And he was doing research on mice, taking dog dewormer, like, what's it called? Fenbendazole.
What the hell?
Dog dewormer.
Yeah. Okay.
So was testing it on these mice for something completely different. And these mice that had cancerous tumors, they all cleared up with this dog dewormer. So this guy started his own protocol with some of his rich doctor buddies and shit like that. And it was fenbendazole, CBD oil, turmeric curcumin powder.
Okay, yeah.
And God, I think there's one other thing, man. Anyways, one other like kind of like natural thing you can take.
Oh, yeah.
And he started taking this, and in 3 months, he went back to the doctor, and they said he had no evidence of disease.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
So then there's another here,
you got that
Joe
pulled up over there. I want to hear about this shit.
Tippens.
So did you kind of just like start kind of diving into like some of the stuff once you kind of started seeing her?
Yeah, because I don't trust doctors, and honestly, I can't do it anymore, especially after COVID. Like,
yeah,
no way.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
for sure.
No way. I'm trusting anything you guys got to say. Just doing our own research, and we found this Joe Tippens thing, and the other thing why we tried it was because, and I'm gonna name drop here, even though I don't really know them that well.
Yep, I know who they are.
You remember from high school?
Yep.
She married.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So they have a bunch of kids together. Cool. He ended up getting cancer.
What?
They told him he had not very long. They went down to Arizona too for like special chemo, but they did this Joe Tippens regimen, is what I was told. And they did the fenbendazole, the dog dewormer stuff. Ivermectin is another big one. Podcasting, yes. You probably know Joe Rogan talks about ivermectin and shit all the time. That's just a stronger dewormer. It's for horses.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But it gets rid of these parasites. And I think that's what cancer is, dude. It's just a parasite, really. And
it's good. I never really thought.
And I'll tell you this with my mother-in-law, when they told her she had stage 4 because they found spots in her brain, had the spot in her lung, spot in her leg, stage 4, we started her on this. She was doing chemo as well. The couple spots in her brain went away. The fucking one on her leg went away. But the one in her lung stayed the same size. It didn't get bigger. It didn't get any worse, right? She's a little bit older, though. So she's been doing this chemo, and they said, well, you're doing good. Your levels on, I think it was liver or kidneys, aren't that great.
Okay.
We're going to give you a chemo break, basically, for like, it was like 2 or 3 months, maybe 2 months.
No shit.
They gave her a chemo break. Comes back. It's fucking back worse than ever.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's
and she's been on the Joe Tippens protocol and stuff like that. I can't tell you that I know that she's been doing it the way that she should, because I don't monitor what she does. She's a grown woman, you know what I mean? I don't monitor any of that, so I don't know how well she really followed it. But when she was, I mean, we saw the spot in her brain go away. We saw the spot in her leg go away.
Wow, that is some crazy shit.
I will tell you this. Unfortunately, things have taken a little bit of a turn for the worst, and she decided, because the doctor told her that it's not looking good, you probably should think about quality over quantity at this point, which when you fucking hear that, it's like,
What are they trying to say? Quality over quantity?
because she was still able to be up out of bed, walk around, kind of do things, watch the kids. They said it's still going bad. You should probably stop the chemo because you're only getting sick and weakening yourself on the chemo, because that's what it does. Everybody knows that. Just live your day, the remaining days you have, without doing any of that, so that you can just kind of quality over quantity.
Okay, so how...
Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah, that does. That is shit.
It's shit, but
That is...
she decided that. She decided quality over quantity. So she stopped everything. She stopped the regimen. She stopped chemo, everything. And yeah, so we're at the point now where hospice is starting to come in. Well,
Okay.
It was once a week, but now I think it might be more. It's starting to get worse. So
Oh, shit.
it
Man.
was her choice, and I get it. You know what I mean? Honestly, if I knew it was inevitable, like, I'm not going to go sit at a fucking doctor's office and get a fucking shot full of chemo anymore.
Oh,
Fuck
God,
that.
no.
You know? Kind of like a music. What are those fucking things they call in the music where it ticks or whatever, and it like gets you in the tempo, or
yeah, like the clipper or whatever.
yeah, it's like tick,
yeah. It kind of it like spikes the wavelength so you can like see the difference.
yeah. Great. It's crazy. Like now, everybody like talking. Like podcasts are cool as fuck because everybody just like talking their thoughts. You know what I mean? And it's like there's a lot of probably shit that we've been hidden from, and like tons of stuff out there, dude. Like,
and that's kind of one thing why I started to do this, because I don't really, I like just bullshitting. I can't talk to Carly all day about fucking AI shit. She gets annoyed. So it's
we talked about this 6 times already.
Yeah. And like, that's kind of the cool part when it comes to this, because it gives like the people, like, I kind of forgot to come circle back beginning, but it kind of gives a chance. You'll kind of have something too to maybe show your kids later on down the road, like a different side of you.
Yeah.
You know, to find kind of like the not so dad version, maybe.
Yeah.
And I think that's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
No matter what, at least you'll have that always to show. You can clip this, take it with you. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, this is do what you want with this after this. I mean, I spent all the money getting this, but I appreciate you taking the time out of your day sitting here and bullshitting.
I love what you got going on, man. It's fucking sick. You know, there's probably a lot of people that are out there like, I could do that, but they never do. It's kind of like starting a business. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. And I could tell you, and you probably know just from this, you run into a lot of stuff you didn't think you were going to run into. A lot of issues, a lot of hurdles in the road you gotta get over. And it's like, it's just life. You know what I mean? You got to do it. And not a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's like almost you're like, oh shit, I wish somebody would have warned us. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Well, that too, like just a lot of the things that we learned in school. Like we didn't learn fucking things we needed to learn in school.
No. Hell no.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Well, they can't even freaking enforce any rules anymore or anything like that. So the kids just fucking run all over them, dude.
Yeah, that is crazy as hell. I wouldn't want to be a teacher either, because you always got to look over your shoulder now. As some kid got their phone out, recording me all this bullshit. Yeah. You know, it's like
fucking blackmail your ass or.
Yeah, or I mean, dude, like
these kids are ruthless these days. I see all shit all the time.
And
we fucking grew up with some really ruthless I mean, we did some shit when we were kids.
Oh hell, like the softness these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. It kind of goes along into like trying to hire people. It's like there ain't nothing out there, dude. The people that are out there, they're, you know, the only good ones, they're gonna stay where they're at because the people that they're hired by aren't gonna let them go. You know what I mean? They got it good. They ain't gonna switch fucking what they got going on.
Yeah, how is that for like? That has got to be hard when it comes to trying to find somebody.
Dude, to find anybody worth a shit that or is worth what they're even asking for is like, man, some of like the fact that I came up in concrete making $14 an hour. pouring concrete.
That's right.
People are fucking bitching about flipping burgers for that. It's like, try going couple years not being called by your first name ever. It's Billy. It's freaking Powder Puff, Cupcake, fucking, I mean, dude, Thunder Chunk.
Yes.
Everything in the book besides your first name making $14 an hour in one of the most grueling fucking jobs ever. And then you got freaking these cats out here wanting that for flipping fucking burgers or whatever. It's like, I get it. Inflation's big. You know, we need to make more money and this and that. But
that's funny you say that, because I was going to bring that up about like just joking around.
Shout out Bobby for bringing me on to concrete.
Yeah, no shit. Shout out Bobby. But so that's one thing I was going to ask you. Funny you fucking bring that up. I was wondering, how many times today did you probably call somebody a pussy or an asshole? You know, like, yeah.
How many times do I?
Yeah, just like joking around or bullshitting.
Joking?
I don't know. Long. I don't know any office job at all. I don't know dick about any office job at all. I don't know what office banter is.
Yeah.
Do you?
Office banter?
Yeah, like
no, I know what job site banter is, and keep your kids away from that. Parental advisory.
Yeah, like what is office banter? You're like, hey Susan, you want to pass me that stapler over there? Like, do you got to throw the sex appeal into it? I don't know. Where do you inject the sexy?
Oh fuck, I don't know. Office stuff is not me. I can't. I sold cars. Shout out Tippens. He got me into selling cars back in like 2010. So I was like, that's probably how I got good, honestly, with like customers. And I will probably give credit to that, just like going through the sales training and stuff like that, being able to build rapport with customers. And I did get a lot of that from that. And I'm able to, you know, deal with my customers in a lot more professional way than some of these guys out here. So that's nice, you know, getting that experience. But yeah, you know what? It's just life every day, you know, just, you got to do it. You know what I mean? You might not want to get up and go deal with this customer and do this and that, but just do it. You know what I mean? You got to.
Do you think, have you noticed like any more kind of like complaints or anything? Like when it comes to, like, have people become more bitchy when it comes to shit?
Well, I guess it depends on how much money you have. Because I've had, you know, customers that are in the ritzier parts of town, and they'll put a white glove on your job site after it's done. And it's like, you guys sat here, watched me clean up everything, vacuum everything, do this and that, get everything up, but you want to go wipe your finger across the sill and there's a little bit of dust there, like, and then complain about it and say that you need a professional cleaning crew in here and this and that. It's like,
damn.
Yeah, I've dealt with that.
Oh my God.
And then you got people that are very humble. They worked hard for this money to get this patio or whatever. And, you know, you could have a leaf blow onto your concrete or something and it leaves a leaf imprint, you know, but they're still just the happiest in the world. But you get somebody who's got money and they walk out there and they're like, nose in the air, like, what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
You know?
Man,
it's just different people, you know what I mean? It depends on who. And I've just noticed that more people with money just tend to be a little more
complaining.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say I want to get back into what we were talking about when it comes to like your old lady's aunt or mom. Shit, my bad. Mom.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to all that stuff,
yeah, it kind of ties into what we were talking about with kind of being hidden from stuff. Like, there's no way that there's not a cure for cancer. You know what I mean? Like, cancer is a freaking $1 trillion industry. That ain't going anywhere. They're not going to let anything out. Even like some of this Joe Tippens stuff that we talked about, like his regiment, and people are following it. And if you go on YouTube, you can like look up Joe Tippens videos and stuff like that and look at all the comments. And one after another, it's, my aunt did this. It works. My cousin did this. It really works. Like, just tons of comments. You know what I mean? So that's one of the biggest reasons, you know, we did our research, and that's why we kind of got her on that protocol with the dog dewormer, the turmeric, curcumin, the CBD oil, stuff like that. Yeah, I just think that there's the whole going in, them finding something and cutting you open, sickening you with chemo. Like, yeah, sure, it might work. You might kill it, or 50% of the time it mutates or does something different. You know what I mean? And it's like, we're not doing the right shit.
Yeah.
You guys are not healing people of this.
Yeah, that's
You're just collecting money. You're giving them the amount of appointments that woman had to go to. It's like, fuck off.
So, like, how about now is, like, with the
And it's
hospice?
just money. It's every appointment's money. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you got to go see this specialist now. Now you got to go over here and do this now. And every single time it's money, it's money, it's money. And it's just stacking up until you're fucking dead.
Yeah, it's like, what? It's like there's no other way.
Yeah. And occasionally, it'll kill it. You know?
Yeah, true.
Or somebody will go into remission for fucking 10 years. But it may come back. You know?
So how is she doing, like, today, like, with everything that's going on? Where's her head at? Kind of, where are you guys at? Walk me through kind of how, start with her. How is she mentally and physically? Where?
Well, we just kind of took her off kid duty. So she's been living at our house for a few years now, or a couple of years, but, and she was like watching, being a kind of our in-home daycare for a couple days a week. We still send them to daycare or school or whatever, but like a couple days a week, we'd have her watch them, you know.
Okay.
We're not doing that anymore. So she's kind of at the point where the memories really going, or the kind of the brain, just like she repeats a lot of things or like forgets a lot of stuff,
Okay.
just noticing a lot more of that lately. We went to Arizona, me and Raven, recently to see Ty. Okay. They live in Arizona now.
Okay.
And we found out when we got back, she fell a couple times.
Oh, shit.
My mom was at the house watching the kids and stuff, but she didn't come up, or she didn't tell my mom anything about it. Apparently she just was like on the ground for a while and like was able to get herself back up. And
that's good.
But it's like, it's just kind of going downhill. You know what I mean? Her room's in the basement. So she don't really come up a lot much anymore. She used to come up a lot, and sit in the living room, watch the kids and hang out for a bit or whatever. And it's really not happening much anymore. So like I said, she chose to stop everything once they kind of, like, how would you feel though? You go in there and they're like, at this point, you've been fighting, doing chemo for a couple of years. It's not working. You should think about quality over quantity. It's like, fuck, dude. You know,
that's shit.
And I certainly wouldn't want to be my last 6 to 8 months here just desperately trying to do chemo and going through all that bullshit and getting sicker and fuck that,
Yeah, that's really
at that point, man. It's just, I think we were on the right track. I think there's a lot of other stuff out there. Ivermectin, I think, is a huge, huge one with the cancer. I think we're going to hopefully see more research into that. But yeah, I don't know. Cancer's crazy. I think we're going to start seeing a huge rise in it more than it already is. And I think in younger people too. I've been noticing lately, some of these people that are getting cancer are like late 30s, in their 30s, you know what I mean? Like early 40s, or whatever, getting cancer. It's like, we're almost there, dude.
Yeah, we're
fucking 35. Shit. So, yeah. And it's because of the food, dude. It really is. I think all the food that we've been fed over these years, all the dyes, all the freaking seed oils and shit. I mean, you can just see it in people's faces. Like, nobody's like, just like doing really well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's tired, everybody's sore and hurting all the time. I mean, it's the food, dude.
I know.
I went on a carnivore diet lately. As it was January, I think I went straight for a month, eating nothing but steak, eggs, and bacon. I didn't drink. I lost like 25 pounds probably. My buddy lost more. But the biggest thing was just, we felt fucking great. And we were doing intermittent fasting too. So we were only eating one meal a day, basically. So every day for a month, I was eating only a 12-ounce steak, fucking like 6 strips of bacon, and 2 or 3 eggs every day.
Damn, that's a solid deal.
And I'll tell you right now, I still am eating steak every day.
Good to see inflation hasn't fucking hit you, brother. My God,
Well,
I need one of them fucking
I don't
shirts.
really
You got a hammer I can borrow? My God.
I don't really eat much during the day. So like the money you save, not eating fucking a breakfast sandwich in the morning, freaking lunch, and then going, you know what I mean? So I'm able to save a little bit of money there and just buy my steak. So yeah, dude, every night, you can ask Raven, dude, every night it's steak.
That grill gets some attention?
Dude, my freaking pellet grill is worked.
Oh, I got to show you my turd bucket.
That's the best thing I ever bought, by the way. That pellet grill.
What kind do you got?
Just a Pit Boss. I didn't go fucking crazy with no Traeger or nothing like that, or Green Mountain. I probably should, but it does the job, dude. And I make some of the best steaks you ever had in your life. I promise you.
I'll have to show you what I did to Green Mountain out there. I don't know if you ever saw a picture of it, but I put like 13-inch wheels on it.
No shit.
It's just the epitome of white trash.
Oh, man.
It's beautiful. People look at me dragging around like, oh my God, this guy needs a fucking helmet. Yeah, it's crazy shit.
No, dude. Oh, I love the pellet grill, man. I really I got into the Blackstone too. See, here's what it was. It was, do I buy a Blackstone or do I buy a pellet grill? You know, Raven for Father's Day one year, because we camp a lot, and she got me a 2-burner Blackstone, the camping edition or whatever, the portable one.
Yeah.
And dude, I've been starting to really cook on that thing and making, I'm telling you, better than, I don't want to talk, but better than any restaurant. Like literally, Raven don't even want to go to restaurants ever anymore. She's like, anything they make, you make better.
Oh yeah.
And I've just been starting to get into it, and it's because of the Blackstone. So she got me the Blackstone, and I started doing all that and started getting into the cooking. And then I'm like, well, I love steak, and the only time I ever get a good steak is when I go to like fucking. Then once I got that pellet grill and started cooking steak, which I cooked steaks before that, but really cooking steaks.
Oh yeah, it's like a game changer,
dude. Yeah, I cook some steaks, buddy.
Oh hell yeah! Do you get a cat? Do you do like the half a beef thing?
So I shoot deer, so I have a lot of deer meat that I process and do that way. I have not bought like a quarter cow or like a half a cow yet, and it's mostly because I'm scared to. A lot of guys that I've known have bought like a quarter cow, and they just don't like how it comes out. They don't like the taste of it. They don't like how thin they cut the steaks, or how,
Yeah, that suck.
and it's just like,
Fuck.
I don't want to order a quarter cow and be like, I'd rather have a high-V steak, or I'd rather fucking go to Sam's Club and get my strips that I normally get I go to Sam's Club and I get strips, 4 strips.
Yeah.
And that'll be my meals throughout the week or whatever. But yeah, dude, like steaks, I can't get enough of it. I really can't.
I know
everybody's like, you get tired of that, and you get tired of that, like eating that every day. Like, no, I get home and I crank that grill up and go season my steak, and
hell yeah,
my mouth's watering.
Oh yeah, I was
right now thinking about it.
Look at that shit. Hell yeah, I was gonna say, dude, that's like the funny part when it comes to like, I don't know. Have you ever had like a job where you got to work third shift or swing shift or anything like that? So let me fill you in on a fun part about swing shift, right? It is the shift that will fuck you the most.
Yeah.
And I was told this when I worked at the power plant. And a guy goes, I went to college because I'm smart. And he's like, we did a paper on what schedule profits the company the most. And it's swing shift.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's crazy how they rig this shit.
Yeah. They make it sound so good.
And
all like the double time and this and that.
Well, and that's the other thing too. When we were
not going to ever see that money.
Shit. 401k shit. My God. So thing with swing shift though, right? When I started the mill, I mean, my health wasn't the greatest. I mean, we all have some issues. You know what I'm saying? And so I started there. And then all of a sudden, it's like my sugars and shit just started to rise. As I say, you can lower that down a little bit if it's in
this?
at all. Yeah.
I don't know. Do I look weird?
Now, if you're stretching too much or whatever,
I don't know.
put it up your nose.
I don't know where it needs to be.
Yeah, wherever you fucking
Test one, too.
your butt. Shove it in your ass.
Yeah. Y'all don't want to hear some noises.
Fun stuff. Let's hear some fun stuff. Oh, shit. But yeah, so when I started there, right, it was like my A1C was enough for me not to be taking like diabetes shit, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, after years of just being at the mill and just sleep and shit, just being so fucked, like my A1C just climbs.
Yeah.
At one time, it was like, God, it was like 11 something. I don't even fucking remember. But the one time I went to the doctor, the lady looks at me. She took my blood pressure and she goes, "Do you have a will written?" I was 30.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a big eye opener, probably.
Yeah.
No.
We continue.
Yeah. Here we are.
we must march.
Oh,
The show
hey, cheers
must
to that one.
go on. So,
Oh.
after she said that, I could not believe that shit. But so it's weird. So ever since I stopped drinking, my shit started to come down, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? But when I had to go for my shoulder or whatever the fuck this is, it's attacking me on a fucking everyday basis, is when all of a sudden my shit just went to normal. I don't take anything, dude. I don't take metformin. I don't take Ozempic. I don't take any of that shit. Now my shoulder's just fucked.
Dude, carnivore.
I have thought about that shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, I felt fucking amazing. And the fasting. I'll tell you another thing too. And then this kind of goes in with the cancer stuff. Fasting.
That's kind of how I lost a majority of, like, I was 320.
Yeah.
Now I'm like 260.
Yeah. We ain't made to eat as much fucking food as we are eating. Even breakfast. Like, fuck breakfast.
Yeah, no. I gotta be light on my feet.
Breakfast was like a thing that they invented for like something. I can't remember what it was. You could probably research it. Here, I got a computer. Breakfast was invented for what? It was for something.
Dickheads.
Yeah. But anyways, we're not meant to eat as much as they fucking tell us that we need to be eating.
Hell no. And that's one thing I don't get is like, why the fuck do we keep
I feel
out all these
so
fast food
much
places?
better when I'm fasting, dude, than anything. Seriously. And I haven't done as much as some guys. I got a buddy, Joseph, who was in the grade below us, like I think it was 09 they graduated, but he's a buddy of mine. He did like a 7-day fast. I got another buddy a couple grades above us. You probably remember
Oh, yeah. Nick? Ben? Yeah.
Dude, good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
He did like a fucking 28-day fast, dude.
Yeah, that's
all he did. I think he did like, I don't know if he did bone broth, but I think if I remember, he did like a mushroom tea. And that was it besides water. I'm telling you, dude. He said he felt amazing. He fucking went. The next time I seen him after, I didn't see him until he was done with the fast because he kind of went hermit mode. When I seen him after the fast, it was like, fucking, yeah, like looked like an alien almost, dude, compared to the dude that I knew.
So what do you do to like start eating normal shit?
I think he kind of did some like bone broth and then like started like slowly introducing some more things or whatever. But dude, can you imagine not eating for 28 days?
Oh,
that's nuts.
Dude, that's hard.
Yeah.
Man. I mean,
even I can go, I think the longest I've gone, and it sucks to even say it, but the longest I've gone is probably like 36 to 40 hours. And that's with sleep. Yeah. That's with sleep too. Counting your sleep. Counting your sleep.
Yeah.
In your fasting. So, but yeah, like that's the most I've done. But I seriously feel great, dude. And it has some, like, I'll tell you right now, if I went to the doctor, like my mother-in-law, and was told, you got this 12 months to 2 years, whatever, I ain't getting no biopsy. I ain't fucking getting a biopsy. I'm going to go fast for 7 days. I'm going to do probably a little bit more of a green diet just so that my pH level changes, because your body or cancer can't live in an alkaline environment. So if you start eating just a little bit more greener like stuff,
Okay.
or like wheatgrass shots, stuff like that will turn your body more alkaline instead of acidic, because cancer feeds on sugar, acidity, all that. So if you make your body less acidic and your pH changes, then it's supposed to help.
So is that like something to do too when they talk about like inflammation and stuff like that? Is that kind of what you're hinting around at, or?
Well, yeah, the inflammation too, but just just the whole, what you mean with fasting?
Yeah, and like the different foods and stuff like that. I know different kind of foods spark like inflammation and shit like that. And is that probably a huge deal when it comes to like cancer shit?
Well, yeah, because you're fucking sore. I mean, Pam, she's taking like gabapentin and stuff like that because her legs and arms hurt really bad and shit like that.
So that's one thing that they gave me.
Yeah.
Gabapentin.
Yeah, it's nerves. It like blocks all your nerves and shit like that. I don't even like taking fucking Advil and all that shit. It's like,
No, I don't either. I'm the same way.
honestly, I do take it. The only time I take like Advil or anything like that is when I go golfing, because I want to be as loose as I can. That's another
the
thing
boys?
if you want to dive into, dude. I'm fucking so obsessed with golf. It's ridiculous.
Oh, no shit. I got a set of clubs in the garage. I don't know if they've ever been used though.
Bro.
They look good.
Yeah, I am fully obsessed with golf. Started playing when I was younger. My dad took me when I was younger. I played in high school. But
Okay, yeah. So, and I know. Help me. What's your dad? Tom. God damn it.
Yep. Tom McClenahan.
Yes, go.
I'm sure there's a lot of people too that probably know me as Brandon. That's what I was always, that was my real last name. But he's I've never met my real dad. He's been my dad in my life since I was like 4 or 5. So he's, given me everything I ever wanted, a good life, all that. And so I took his last name.
Oh yeah, man.
And
that's cool,
so that's why it's McClenahan Construction.
Fuck yeah, man. What a fucking cheat code. What a cheating motherfucker that is. You just got to be an all right dad. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, my son's got his name on some shirts. I'm just going to say these are mine.
Yeah. Well, he's got one son that's like freaking super genius. And that's his real son, Jason, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's got me, doing my thing out here. I was fucking trouble growing up, but I'm out here, got my own business.
The old black
got a family. We're going.
Yeah, hell. The old degenerate
I didn't fall too
club.
far off the track.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's the funny part when it comes to like Midwest.
Shout out Raven for keeping me in line too.
Yeah, fill me in on kind of like how is she with all this when it comes? How is she handling all this?
Honestly, it's kind of inspiring how strong she is through everything. I mean, she actually is the one who found her dad in the house after he had a heart attack.
Oh, fuck.
Or something along those lines, heart attack, something like that. But yeah, found him laying in the bathroom at her parents' house. So going through that, and then now having to deal with this, like, it's kind of inspiring how strong she is. She's still like the greatest mom ever. Like, does what she's got to do. Is like, keeps the house clean, does everything. So,
oh yeah,
she's a superstar, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, that's got to be hard just to see and all that, but at least
she was born to be a mom too. I'll tell you that. She's a really good mom.
Oh no shit, just one of those. Hell yeah, man.
She always says that I was born to be a mom. She was.
Yeah, sounds like you better keep that one around then.
Yeah, I probably should.
Fuck that one up. Oh yeah, I was gonna say how has it been now trying to get back to daycare and all that shit? How has that been like transitioning to having to let somebody else give a shit about your kid,
Well, we did part-time daycare for, while, she was doing better than she is now. So they've always been going to daycare. So it's the same lady it's an in-home daycare. She's just going more now. So the only thing that's really changing is my pocketbook.
Oh yeah. God, what are those numbers running these days?
Well, we got it good.
Got it good on there, huh? I know it was like Man,
There's
you're at
some
like
people
800 a month.
playing.
We were at 800 a month.
Yeah, no way.
Oh,
Not even close.
that's crazy shit.
Yeah.
Let's pause here. I'm gonna grab a water.
Yep.
You want one?
Even
I haven't
trucks,
looked.
dude. I don't even want to buy trucks that are fucking newer than like 2014. I don't want to deal with all that technology. My
That's right,
Facebook
it is.
page is terrible. I mean, I'm on Google and shit like that, but like, I don't freaking do any marketing, dude. And it's terrible. I should. And I still have business. It's fine. You know what I mean? But if I did marketing, I could probably step my game up. And a lot of guys have been telling me doing the AI shit with the marketing. And it's like, I probably should be doing that. But
So if you kind of go back and listen, I started throwing in some Easter eggs of what I do. You ever heard of Cedar?
Nope.
So it's an automation tool for businesses and stuff like that. You can automate Facebook, all that shit,
Yep.
right? Well, so you have to pay for that.
Yep.
Obviously, why not? There's different tools out there that you can use that are free. It's called open source. And a website called GitHub is where you can find a lot of these.
Yeah.
But there's a repo that I use. It's called N8N. And it basically replaces that.
Yeah.
And just knowing that will save you probably a couple $100.
Yeah.
You know? Because I don't know how much that other shit is, but, you know, just like knowing those little tools, I think can help.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want... I feel like a total dipshit posting anything ever. Like, I feel like what I said, you know, I really didn't want to do this at all. It was just kind of a way to push my app and all of that. And this is kind of the only way I felt I could really do that.
Yeah.
Because I have, you know, we both got that child. You've known me for a long time. Yeah. And it's like I got that childhood PTSD where it's like I'm not very artistic.
Yeah.
And I'm more of that guy. If you try to fuck me 16, if you try to fuck me, if you're thinking of fucking me over, I've already thought of 16 ways prior. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just the environment you grow up in,
Yeah.
you know? It's like every day was a battle.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I think too, that's kind of, you know, when it comes to some other stuff as well, the boredom cure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where we get ourselves into some trouble sometimes, you know? It's like you're just like so bored of the same shit every day is just the same goddamn thing.
That's the biggest thing about this town too. It's like probably have more fucking alcoholics per capita than most just because like what the fuck else is there to do in this town?
Dude, I think look it up. I was going to say I think Wisconsin's number 1 or 2 that drinks the most alcohol. Tell me how the fuck that's possible. When like
hit this?
Florida. Oh, don't. Yeah, get out of it. We'll deal with it later. Yeah.
I'm really bad with technology, dude. I am straight dumb when it comes to that stuff.
We'll get you set up.
Like this computer right here, I'm like going like this. Like, how do I function this thing?
So you're perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect. Yeah. You're just what the world needs.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
just give me a hammer and nails and a saw.
I was gonna say, yeah, hell yeah. I was gonna say that's gonna be you're gonna be training all those guys that are doing data entry.
Well, dude, I've been seeing fucking. So you know Ryan.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Ryan. He's good shit.
I should get him on this fucking podcast.
Oh, he would be good,
dude. That'd be a fucking banger.
So, oh god, yeah. Right.
He was telling me years ago when the 3D printing stuff started coming out. You remember like when that shit started first kind of hitting the scene, the 3D printing shit? He was talking to me about building houses with 3D, like basically building a house with a big 3D printer. Like the size, you know what I mean? Like
I feel like I've seen him on
dude, there's
somewhere where it makes the blocks. Or are you talking about one that like goes around the whole building type shit?
Well, like out there sci-fi type of thing, like a machine that's like hovering around this and just creating this building. So now, after all that, lately I've been seeing these things on roofs laying shingles like a fucking machine on a roof laying shingles. I think somebody probably has to like load the little like unit up on top of the roof, but it's like a Roomba on the fucking roof that's laying shingles. I swear to God. There's another one where it's like a giant fucking 3D printer, you know, because a 3D printer, when you look at it, it's like squirting shit out. And like, you know what I mean? It's like that, and it's creating a foundation. It's doing a concrete foundation like a 3D printer, and it's going around and going around and going around and it's going taller and taller and taller and taller.
What the hell?
Yeah.
And this is on the roof, or is this a start of the concrete?
Well, there's multiple. Yeah, they're like the roof one was this thing. It basically looked like a fucking giant Roomba on the roof, moving around by itself, laying shingles, fucking down, and like puts it down and like shoots a bunch of nails, and then moves to the next one, lays it down, shoots a bunch of nails, like shingling a roof, automated. And then the other one I was telling you about was like concrete. It was like squirting concrete, kind of like a giant 3D printer. Squirting it in like a huge, like, you know what I mean? Like if you see a blueprint, it's like do. It's like moving around just a layer by layer, and this thing is just, yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that's crazy as hell. See, I'm so like tied in with just fucking all this other shit. I mean, so that I know some tools that are like NVIDIA is huge, and they have like a CAD system and stuff like that. And you can download that for free too. You just got to have their developer account. In case you wondered. A little bit of nerd knowledge there. Hey, I also know how to unplug some heavy reject screens. You know, you want? Go ahead and give me some flush water. Let's see if I still got it. Yeah, go ahead and open the valve, close the valve. 10-4. Yeah, let it ride. Let it ride. Yeah, I'd always do that shit over the radio. Fuck yeah, I'd be like, yeah, Tupy, that tail pumper, it looks a little weak there. Yeah, fuck it, let it ride. You say let it ride over the radio. I was like, oh, fuck it.
Let it ride.
Yeah, dude, it's like, I'll catch it. And you know what I'm talking about? It's like a 30-foot pulper. It's a giant blender that they dump bales of cardboard in that you see like on the side of Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it goes onto this conveyor belt, and it's this giant blade, and it just beats the piss out of it, and it sucks it down the holes. It goes through pipes and up the system, and that's how you remake cardboard. Yeah, that's the raw material of it. And then I also worked the winder and shit, drove the cranes. Yeah, and now I'm making people. Well, bringing people back to life with your videos and stuff. That's what Life Cap is.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I import like all your videos and stuff and kind of bring you back once you're dead and gone. Oh, no. This is kind of too, it's just been like a huge learning experience. Like literally, you're watching me learn in real time, man.
We both are.
Yeah, dude. And that's like the cool part about this too. And it also like helps you build confidence. Like now you've already fucking done this shit once, right? Now
I was nervous.
Oh, hell yeah. And Mike was too. You know, it's like, I mean, shit. I was nervous too, just you coming over here. I'm like, oh, fuck, I better not fuck this up.
It's like, dude, am I going to sound dumb on here or what?
Oh, yeah. And it's just like,
I sound pretty cool in this thing.
Yeah, dude, and the mics, it's like a whole different feel, isn't it?
Oh, I'm professional.
Well, and it's like a whole different world. Like people fucking from, you know, California or whatever. This is just regular shit.
Yeah.
You know, we have no fucking idea. Like they're probably used to this shit every day. Cameras running around. I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. Dude.
You know, when was the last time you were out in California? Have you been often?
Never.
Maybe a gay parade? Did you go to the gay pride parade? I don't know. I didn't attend this year. Yeah, I don't know. I just got a lot of shit to do, and like that's one thing I don't get when it comes to like people like that. And if you've been to any chance rallies or whatever, you know, this, that, or whatever. But I just like don't see myself ever going to like a rally or any sort of shit like that. That's just not me. No. And it's just like, I just don't want to waste any more of my time. I've already wasted plenty of this. And, you know, I just don't want to waste any more of it just hooting and hollering.
Yeah. Hooting and hollering just to like be politically correct or what?
Yeah.
Like, why are we celebrating? Listen, there is so much better stuff to be celebrating than being gay. You want to be gay? Cool, man. You're gay. Like, why do we have to have a whole month celebrating that or have to be bombarded with it? Like,
It's just avoid. You just. It's like that was the other episode that we talked about. Like when me and Carly were pulling stuff up, right? All of a sudden they flash 18 black. It was like a black channel. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you calling? Who gives a shit? Just fucking. It's a show. It's a TV station.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why do you got to fucking label it that?
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, we're the Koreans.
Have you ever watched that new show? What the fuck is it called? Last of Us?
No, I think Carly has though.
So yeah, it's like after fucking the apocalypse happens, or not apocalypse, but like society kind of collapses or whatever. You remember the freaking dude? You remember the dude from what the fuck show was that? Parks and Rec?
Okay, yeah.
Mustache dude.
Yeah.
Like man's man,
Yes,
mustache
meat
dude.
and potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved
Like
breakfast.
all of his shit was like,
breakfast.
you're not a
breakfast.
freaking heterosexual man, like you
Yeah.
ain't shit type. Like basically that was his character.
Yeah.
That fucking Last of Us, dude. I was like, yeah, dude, this dude's on here. Fucking, he was like, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but he was like he like started his own little community basically in this abandoned town, and he was there by himself. Fucking dude comes along, this other random dude comes along, they end up falling in love. It's a fucking guy. And like the dude that was like man's man, freaking.
Does he still have a mustache?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Or being paid. Kind of like the COVID shit, dude.
Yeah, that is true. That is a whole.
Them fucking
mess.
doctors are being paid for that shit, dog.
Oh, yeah. That's
a whole nother thing. So I noticed I only drank. I'm from St. Louis. I only drank Anheuser products my entire life. Busch Light. I mean, that's what we drank in school, high school, growing up. That's.
Oh yeah.
And then it just continued. Obviously, Busch Light got super popular
like
as being an
cigarettes.
Iowa beer, basically.
Yeah.
So everyone drinks it, right? These motherfuckers, Anheuser. Well, they went international too. They're owned by IBEV now.
Have you been to St. Louis though lately?
Lately?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mess.
Dude, I think our hotel had 4 cops in the bottom.
It's a fucking mess. It's
Dude.
a war zone, dude.
We drove by
The east side. So it used to be the east side.
Okay.
Like across the
Hold
river,
on.
like east side
Where are we
St.
at? Where are we
Louis.
at?
East St. Louis.
We were
which
by
is like,
the stadium. That's
So
where our
that's-
hotel was. Where's that?
that's kind of like southeast.
That's southeast?
Yeah, southeast or whatever. East side, actually, the worst part in St. Louis is north.
Okay.
North St. Louis. But east side across the river, it's called East St. Louis, but it's actually Illinois. Straight fucking ghettoist war zone fucking shit you've ever fucking seen. Like, don't even go across the bridge over in the area. You're going to get fucking mugged if you stop at a stop sign type shit.
So when we went, we took the kids a while back, right? And we're driving along, and all of a sudden, we observe over off to our left-hand side a fella laying on a bus bench, right? Well, my son points out that he had a big jug of lemonade sitting next to him.
Oh, fuck. That was piss, wasn't it?
Yeah, I go, son, that was lemonade.
Yeah, that's his bathroom.
Yeah, and then we walk a little further down.
And then he's sitting there thinking about it. Oh,
yeah.
that's his bathroom?
Oh, yeah, dude. And then that's what's funny, too, is like we keep walking down the way, right? And all of a sudden we keep walking. And all of a sudden there's like another homeless guy, except this guy's laying down on his back on his phone up in the air like this, just fucking kicking it. We're like, all right, let's just make it to the stupid fucking, I forget where the hell we were going. It was like some zoo / aquarium. I don't know. But I'm like, we made that one. Let's not walk.
Did you guys go see the City Museum?
That's kind of where we were going.
You should have took kids there, dude. It's cool.
There's something else behind it too, right?
Behind City Museum?
Yeah, we went to like
there's like a Ferris wheel. There's the, you were at the Union Station.
Yep, that's where we were in that little fake that aquarium.
There's like a Hard Rock Cafe in there. It's like a mall.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think that was like the biggest. I don't know if I hope to God that was free, but I feel like that was the one we paid $80 and got ripped off with.
No shit.
Yeah, it was like $20, and I kept going to Carly. I go, if that's the fucking exit sign, I'm going to lose my shit. And sure as fuck. Yeah, dude, you sit in this fucking like fake ass subway, and all of a sudden we're sitting there, and it's like, all right, your little ride on the subway. And you're like, is that John fucking Goodman? Yeah, dude, they got John Goodman fucking narrating the shit. I'm like, oh man, this is great. Yeah, and then like no more than about 20 minutes later, you're like done with the whole museum thing. Here, hand me that one right there. It looks like you're.
Oh yeah.
You got your own waters.
Yeah, I do. I got good waters over there.
Oh yeah.
I started out with a good crew, like 4 guys and me. I'm not gonna say who it was because of, but the last couple years, we're kind of shit, honestly. Really slow. I mean, everybody was slow. I've talked to multiple people that own businesses, and everyone was slow the last few years. Now, as soon as Trump got fucking elected, everybody's ready to spend money. I mean, it's fucking booming. I'm busier than hell right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome though. I know if
The last couple of years have just were shit.
I just don't see how. Okay, so here's a fun one for you that you probably don't. We talked about it yesterday. So Chat GPT, Sam Altman, right? I guess the Diary of a CEO podcast is what it's called, right? He talks to this other guy, and they talk about Sam Altman, the guy of Chat GPT, right? Years ago in 2019, he had started to talk about this coin and called it WorldCoin.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I guess back then, like, the technology people, white collar people, didn't really want like a world currency type thing.
Yeah.
But now that their jobs are about to get lost, now they're cool with doing that. Because it'll be all the trades that get all the jobs. And then if you're a guy sitting behind a computer, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's funny, dude. I'm telling you, the world is about to change, and
No, it is.
It's going to be mind blowing shit.
Yeah. Well, it's already a lot of mind blowing shit going on.
Yeah, I think too. The other thing is like what we like. Do you ever you probably never watching like travel vloggers ever, do you, on YouTube at all?
Travel.
Yeah, like go into China, different markets. No.
I
Dude.
saw the Tucker Carlson interview or whatever, Putin interview when he went to Russia.
Oh fuck yes, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I think like because when it comes to all these other countries, if you watch some of these travel shows and stuff, dude, it's like every person. There's like just a million little shops.
Yeah.
You know what? We don't have a million little shops.
Mom
a million
and pop
people.
shops.
Yeah, and then I think too. Here's the other thing. Now, hear me out on this.
It
It's
goes
like
along with everybody wanting to not spend money. They want the cheapest shit. So let's go to Walmart. Let's go to fucking wherever, big chain store.
oh yeah, and it's like I think when you see all these, it's like, and then that's the other thing too. Is like they're like, yeah, do you have? It's like if you were, so what size shoe you wear? 13, I'm
12.
guessing 12. Okay, but it's like when you go to the shoe store, it's like. You got a size like me. I'm a size fucking 13, so they ain't got shit ever.
Yeah.
Or probably saying the 12s. But I'll go, yeah, you got a
11
size.
and a halves and 12s are never fucking available.
Yeah. And dude, that's the thing. When you watch these travel shows, right? They'll be sitting there and they'll be like, oh, yeah, all right, I'm just going to leave. They'll be like, you hold the fuck on right there. They'll be like, you wait right there, and you'll see them fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
They're
and they'll know
sale.
a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll be like, all right, here you go. You know, you said, you know, and then now it's like, have you checked online?
Can you get it cheaper on Amazon?
Yeah, that's my favorite fucking response, man. I can't remember. It happened to me the other day, and the guy goes, did you look online? I go, well, I'm here at Walmart now.
That is crazy, though. You can
crazy.
get it, but everything's from China. All the cheap shit is from fucking China.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like you got to start with the raw fucking materials. That's the hardest part. It's the raw materials. You got to, metal's just not poof.
Yeah.
You don't just automatically get steel fucking beams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Yep.
I was gonna say, how long you think we've been going at it now?
I don't know. What
time is it? Oh no,
7:30.
How much time you got? You got a little longer? Need a break?
Let me look here.
Need some cigarettes? I could go for some cigarettes.
You smoke cigs?
No, not anymore. Carly quit, so I had to, so it didn't smell like shit. Man, you don't realize how bad that shit smells like shit until you stop smoking cigarettes. You're like, God damn, this smells like ass. Right?
Yep.
It's like, God damn. But now I can sniff out a cigarette if somebody's got one like 12 cars
Yeah.
up and their window is just cracked. They've got it just cracked like that, and they're just like this out the window.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
dude.
That's a Marlboro Red.
I'll tell you this. I'll get drunk and smoke a cigarette.
Oh,
but to sit there and fucking cheap cigarettes like some of these people do in their houses.
Like Grandma Tupy used to do. God bless.
But it's like, you fucking stink.
Yeah. It's bad. Like you just don't even remember.
You just have your clothes sitting in your house and you're smoking. Like, your clothes fucking reek like a fucking ashtray, dude.
Dude, do people still smoke in their house? Do you know anybody still smokes in their house? No way.
Yeah.
I hope.
I walk in their house for 5 minutes and I come out smelling like a bowling alley.
Oh, dude, those are the favorite days when you were 9 years old.
We didn't care back then, but
oh man, you just come out.
Now it's like I smell like smoking straight shit. Dude.
Oh yeah.
And then you try to spray a little cologne on you or something, and it just is worse. It's like trying to cover up weed or something.
Yeah, and that's
now you just smell like weed and fucking cologne.
Axe body spray.
Yeah. Hey, dude, in school we used to fucking chief at like lunch or like part or whatever.
Oh fuck.
And fucking smoke a bunch of cigarettes and then like spray ourselves with like Axe or cologne before we walked inside. I can't imagine what some of them teachers thought. Like, you fucking degenerate.
Oh yeah.
Fuckers.
Well, now I wonder how everybody's like, oh fuck it. Oh,
it's probably a normal thing now. Fucking classrooms just reek like fucking weed and cigarettes.
So when I first started like getting into like losing weight and stuff like that, and just kind of, dude, all I started was just walking. That's a proper down.
That is a battery, dude.
Yeah, and it's just a pod. But all I started doing is just walking a bunch, and dude, I was still smoking Marlboro Reds, just walking.
Yeah,
I'd be like just smoking. I'm like, hey, I'm walking. You know, and it's just like a slow crawl.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the nicotine thing, dude, I that's another thing, kind of things that have been like hidden from us and shit. Dude, nicotine's got like even some health benefits. Do you know that?
Who would have fucking thought? Right? Who would have thought?
That's why I do these velos or these Zins or whatever now, because it's like, because I used to chew a lot, like tobacco.
Oh, God.
And it's just like, you don't need all that extra fucking bullshit, dude. You just get that nicotine and freaking get going.
Yeah, I chewed for... When I was born, I quit smoking and started chewing. And I'm not sure that was better or worse, man. That shit was, oh, God.
Fuck yeah.
What'd you chew?
Well, I started chewing in high school in baseball. We'd fucking be in the dugout with like cherry skull or citrus blend skull or and we'd freaking throw in so the coaches didn't know, we'd throw in a whole cheek of seeds too. Then you're spitting seed shells and spit at the same time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they never knew.
Hate to get them a little mixed up.
We were all fucking dipping in the dugout, dude. Every one of us.
Shit.
Yeah, so I started off on the cowboy candy shit. The fruity flavors and shit like that. And then once I started really getting into chewing, I started chewing Grizzly Straight, Cope Straight, shit like that.
Sprinkle in a little Kodiak when the lip was healed up a little better, because dude, that shit just
you ever done snuff?
So good though. What?
Snuff? You ever done snuff?
God, I had a guy when I worked at the power plant who snorted it one time in front of me in the
that's how you're originally supposed to do it.
Yeah,
like really dried, fucking powdery, and you fucking dude. There's like these little devices I seen. It's like an old kind of thing. You like put the powder in these two little things, and it has like a little fucking hammer, and you like hit this fucking hammer with your nose like next to it. You like hit this fucking hammer, and it shoots the fucking shit. You go,
oh,
and it like shoots it up into your nose, and you sniff it. Yeah, I could pull up a video if I knew how to work a computer.
Oh God, I was gonna say, yeah, shit. I was gonna say, just pull up Chrome.
Yeah,
right
but that was like the original way snuff. That's why they call it snuff.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I tried to chew some of that. Like sometimes you'd have
it's like powder.
Yeah, and the shit just get all in your teeth. You're like afraid to smile. You're like, oh God.
I had this freaking foreman one time in concrete, and he chewed snuff, and he'd freaking faster than you could fucking blink. Would whip his can out of his pocket, fucking like knock it once with his knuckle, and then take the can lid and like dip it, like dip the can lid in the fucking shoe and then like throw it in like this. And it like would all go into his mouth, and then he would just go like this, like, and it would be in there, and he was good. I'm like, how the fuck did you just get all that powder just to like fling into your mouth and like?
What kind of worker was he?
Concrete.
Oh man, I knew a painter named Doug that was like that, man. He'd have like he got 4 dips per can.
Dude, yeah. Some
That's
people
what
put
it
some
was,
fucking
dude.
Huskers in, dude.
Like
half a can fucking in your lip, dude. It's like, Jesus Christ. I used to do some shit like that.
I know, and then I felt like
Thought I was
like,
cool.
yeah, it's like too. You're like your fucking. It feels like your lip is just like
Stretched out,
right
yeah.
now.
It's like, yeah, this is cool.
I think
You
it's,
keep using your lip to like pack it down,
Yeah.
or your tongue to like pack it down in your lip.
yeah. You're like shit. You're like God, this kind of hurts. You're like fuck, my lip hurts. You're like it's so stretched.
You ever got sick or spun chewing?
I think my first time I ever chewed was like when I was 9. I just shoved it in my mouth. It was my dad and his buddy. Yeah, I just put it in my mouth, and they go, "You fucking idiot! You're supposed to like put that in your lip." And I go, "Yeah, yeah." God forbid I was only 9. Fucking should have known better.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh hell yeah! I was gonna say me and Mike yesterday talked about this, but do you remember the first time? How old were you with your first beer?
Oh, God.
And who gave it to you, or did you take that on your own accord?
My first beer, dude. I don't even know. It was a Steel Reserve.
Oh, classy.
Hey, mister. Me and Ty. Might have been another guy with us. I can't remember. We went to that corner of Edgewood and 16th.
Okay.
It was like a Road Ranger for a long time.
Wait.
Like a quick trip.
Dude, I used to live in the apartment right there on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
So fucking no, you were down. You were in the apartments down on Johnson and Edgewood.
Yeah.
I'm talking up on 16th and Edgewood. It was like a Road Ranger on the corner across from KFC.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I know where you're at now. I know where you're at. Yeah.
Me and him pulled a Hey Mister, like, fuck, I can't remember. That wasn't my first drink. That was my first beer. First beer, yeah. So first drink, we were in my parents' basement, and we fucking got that liquor, the Barton's vodka out.
Some prime stuff.
Right, and just the best of the best, dude.
How old do you think you were?
Fucking, oh, man, we were probably like 10 or 11, maybe.
Oh, shit.
10 or 11, maybe 12. I don't remember.
No shit.
In my parents' basement, yeah. We fucking grabbed my dad's Barton vodka out of the cabinet, went down there, got some orange juice. It was me, Nate, Ty, and Josh.
I used to go over to your house about then with Alex Zach.
Oh yeah. We had people over all the time.
Oh hell yeah! You had like the kind of like the go-to spot because you had like more money than all of us.
Make fucking,
I mean,
my mom
we
would
were
like
all
make
the
us all
broke-
fucking pizza rolls and fucking all that shit back in
yes.
the day.
Yeah. Keep us
It was
plump and
it was
juicy.
a place to go, but yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Where are we going with that? I can't remember.
Oh, first beer. When'd you have
So
it? How old were you?
we had-
Basement.
basement with Josh, Nate, and Ty, and we were drinking that vodka with orange juice, and fucking Josh got sick as fucking puked all over my air hockey table.
Oh fuck.
Dude, you know how fucking bad that was to clean up? Air hockey table, it's got all them fucking little holes and shit for the air to come up, and like
I would think that'd be an easy cleanup
dude,
situation.
It's still, but all the little holes had little chunks of puke in it and shit like that. That was gross, dude. I fucking don't like puke at all.
Oh God.
I can deal with blood, but puke, fuck that. You smell it and you're like, fuck. And we were drunk, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's
drunk.
yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. Good times.
Oh man, I know. Fuck. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a good drunk story. The time I tripped over my pellets was pretty bad. That was a gnarly one. So,
You tripped over your pellets?
yeah, that's something you should be aware of. You should listen very
A
closely.
pellet bag?
No. Do you keep your pellets in like a tote?
No,
No?
just in a bag in the garage.
So I keep mine just a big tote container. No, like a dry tote or whatever. Like
But you got
storage
like a scoop
tote.
in there or something.
Yeah. Well, I fucking left it there and I was drunk and I went to the fridge and on my way back, I was looking up and I was walking by my grill and that sticked out a little further than the grill and I go boop, ass over tea kettle, fucking biffed it. I was bleeding from here down and I ended up getting up and just walking over, cleaned up. I walked over to the neighbors and kept drinking. Well, then I wake up and there's fucking blood everywhere. Dude, you could smell it. It was so bad. And then I go out to the garage and there's like blood all over the garage floor. There's flies all over it and shit. And I'm like, well, damn.
Was there a gash?
Yeah, I think I still got a scar. I didn't shave my chin for a long time because I was like, oh man, that's fucked.
Scar tissue and all that.
Oh yeah, dude, it was bad. Yeah, I'm like, oh man, that's one of those idiot moments there where you're like, Jesus Christ, I'm so stupid.
Fuck?
Yeah. Like,
Hey, here comes out all my swearing. I'm a freaking construction worker.
oh yeah, dude. I just
We're
like,
gonna have to edit that. Oh wait. This is on YouTube. We don't need to edit this.
yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't really give a shit. It's like, I kind of just, I mean, I started, like, me and Carly have fun doing this. You and your old lady should, like, do something like this, dude. Like, if you ever get, like, a wild hair up your ass, man, just, like, sit around. Dude, all this is, like, sitting around
Probably
bullshit.
should.
Yeah, dude, this is all we do is just, like, and it's just kind of fun because all we do is, like, banter. Look, it's fucking looking up the internet and making fun of it. And it's just, like, I don't know, it kind of brings you closer together.
Yeah.
We have fun doing it.
Fuck
and,
yeah, dude. I'm all about it.
yeah, and it's,
And I'm not a guy who sits and watches podcasts, dude. Really?
yeah,
Like, honestly,
I
I
listen,
don't.
yeah.
I mean, I've watched a couple of years, but like, I don't sit there and watch Joe Rogan podcast or fucking any of that shit.
Yeah, like I'm always
But it
listening
is, I
and
like
doing.
the conversation and having conversations.
Oh,
with
yeah.
people. That's good.
And that's
Talking
like,
about things, getting it out
yeah,
there.
like stuff you wouldn't talk, like stuff you probably wouldn't talk about
Yeah.
normally in like maybe a bigger group. I don't know. I don't ever go to the bar anymore, but it's, yeah, dude. Fun thing when I watch YouTube videos, right? You'll feel this being a husky man, right? Like I hear these chicks have a super hard time like finding dudes, right? In California or wherever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they all just want their Lamborghinis and all this shit. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, you need to get a fat motherfucker with some will in the Midwest. You're like, cause a fucking Lambo ain't never been on my radar.
Bro.
I've been like, man, I could probably use a big truck. you
Yeah.
know?
It's like, hey,
Good
maybe lower your
SUV.
standards just a little bit and you'd be fine.
And now too, now that I'm old and getting shitty, it's like, oh hell no! How dare me want to get down that far? Ain't no fucking way. Like those 60-year-old men, fuck all that. Like that's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't want to jump down that low and then crawl out of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
No way, man. I want that shit to drive itself these days. Fuck all this. That's like when we went up to see my brother's baby. He lives up by the Dells.
Yeah.
If you listen to the last one, we kind of joke about him being able to walk, be within walking distance of a casino.
Yeah.
And oh fuck. God, I totally forgot where the fuck I was going now. God damn it. It's like I just get fucking spun up. It's like, God damn it. It's like that ADHD at work. It's like,
Dude. Yeah. Hey, ADHD is a real thing, Bobs.
oh man. Like you probably don't do it, but do you ever just fucking pace your house for no reason?
Pace?
Yeah.
No, I don't pace.
You don't do the old pace, walk around just like you can't sit down, like you just constantly have to move or do something.
I can't really sit down much. Like I pretty much go, and then maybe I'll watch a fucking golf video or two before I go to bed. But other than that, I'm pretty much up moving around.
Yeah, like outside the toilet. That's probably
Yeah.
most times sat.
Raven will be like, "Yeah, right. You come home and watch golf videos all night long."
Shit, yeah. I was gonna say, dude,
Hey,
I
I'm
love
trying to
watching
get
those.
better.
Oh yeah, it's all about the stroke. I was gonna say,
I'm playing pretty good right now.
are you? Where do you play it?
Everywhere. I mostly play at Wildcat though.
Wildcat.
That's like my home.
Oh yeah, so you pass this motherfucker all the time then.
Well, I
Shit,
told
yeah.
you, dude. I'm here all the time. This is my stomping grounds. Yep.
Yeah, he was around the corner.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That motherfucker's getting fucking. What am I trying to say?
Oh,
Beat
Jack.
the fuck up. Yeah.
I was gonna
Him
say.
and Joel are at the gym all the time.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
It was a long time ago I went to that house.
Well, it
I don't even
was,
remember
I was
when I
teen.
went
Yeah. Probably just a party. Dude, I had a fucking memorial.
party, but I went there for sometime. I can't remember. Anyways.
Probably a bunch of other extracurriculars. There was a guy that I worked with at the power plant. Dude, he used to call it the fucking Tupy trap house.
Dude, yeah, Trait's Trap, dude. That's awesome.
Oh, man, the lives. It created the
Ty?
one.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then, I mean, ruined several, But, yeah, those are some good days there, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Me and Ty, when I got into the car business with him, and we rented a house in the flood zone down there, 8th and Penn by like the Casey's down there, Ellis and O Avenue, that area.
Yeah. Double N area?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So we rented a house down there. So we called it 8th and Penn, and it was the straight fucking party house for like a year.
I'm almost thinking I might have been there.
You might have.
Yeah,
we had fucking parties there all the time. Every Thursday, it was when Jersey Shore was really popular. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Like every Thursday was Jersey Day or whatever the fuck they wanted to call it.
Yeah, the gym tan shit.
All the girls were at my house because we live with 2 girls. So all their, I mean, I had fucking 15 girls in my living room when I get home from fucking selling cars, and they were watching Jersey Shore getting fucked up, and we'd get fucked up with them.
What a dream. What a dream.
It was fucking pretty fun. We trashed the shit out of that house.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
And it was brand new, this dude. And it's a guy who actually I've done some work for, not personally, but like through other people, like subbed out. And he had like refurbished this flood house. It was after the flood. And he refurbished this house. Everything was brand new. The fridge, I mean, everything. And we fucking trashed it, dude.
Fuck.
Fucking
So you didn't get your deposit back?
Fuck,
Didn't get your deposit back?
There was holes in the drywall. And luckily we were like, I knew some guys in the trades at that time too. And I wasn't in the trades yet, but fucking trash that house. Crazy.
Shit, yeah. Now you go back. So here's like a fun thing too. It's like, you know how you got stuff like that, and the future for your kids. Do you even see that shit being remotely close? Do you see them doing that at all?
Well, them being girls, I worry a little bit more just because I know how these fucking kids are, how these guys are, how they think, what they want to do.
Yep.
Same thing we did,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I don't want me being a dad of girls, you know what I mean? I'm being protective and this and that. I don't want them to have to deal with all that bullshit, but I just know they are.
Oh, yeah.
And I know the way the world's going, like, probably only going to get worse. They're probably going to be exposed to things that at an earlier age maybe than even I was. Like, I don't know. It's something I don't really want to deal with, but I know it's coming.
Yeah, that's kind of...
The thing now is I'm just trying to be the type of dad and the type of person that they don't really want to go act out like that. Not that they don't want to, but like have a little more, I don't even know what the word to use, respect, or like just smart enough to know that like I've been there and done all this stuff and I'm telling you these things because I don't want you to get hurt.
It's not like just bullshit.
I don't want you to get in a situation where you feel not safe. I don't want you to be in a situation where you're too drunk to fall. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know. Just trying to teach them things now that like get them more, I don't want to say on a friend level, because I still let them know I'm dad, like I'm the boss, like this and that, but like a little bit more of like getting on their level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like more
instead of just being like this all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I try to get a little more on their level and like talk to them and like try to figure out their thought process of like why they did what they did or like any of that.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of interesting too. It's like I think now you kind of just being I think you just kind of need to be more open too, and not so like try to hold so much shit back from I mean, obviously all these kids have the fucking world at their fingertips. I mean, my fucking 9-year-olds show me Murder on My Mind. Like what the shit. And it's like it's just gonna keep going. And like man, I mean, I gotta be honest, like
It's a slow demoralization.
yeah, and it's like the older I get too, like I'm a fucking like what was the last show that we watched, man? It was like that what's the special needs people that everybody talks about?
Autistic.
Yeah, what was the show where they have it's like the special needs people that find love. Love on the Spectrum. There we go.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen that? It was like, I don't know, it was your old days.
So they're like playing matchmaker to handicapped
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Except they're like not, sad handicapped. They still got, But man, the older I get now, I feel like I'm just like way more of a pussy about things when it comes to like shit like that.
Well, you're getting more on that parent level instead of the kid level, you know what I mean? Or the renegade level.
Do you notice yourself kind of fucking giving a shit a little bit more about some dumb shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucking bizarre when it comes to shit like that. It's like,
We're becoming our parents.
Yeah. Sure as fuck ain't mine. Yeah, God. Fucking what a mess. Fucking I have too much shit going.
Yeah.
I can't. It's like you can't get trapped into other people's shit.
Yeah.
It's like this is you right here, and this is what I tell my kids. This is you right down here, man.
Yeah.
You know what all this other shit is? You just gotta outrun that shit. Fuck all of it. You gotta go this way.
Yep.
You have got to go this way. And like, I'm done going back, baby. I've seen what that shit is like.
Yeah.
That is fucking miserable as fuck, dude. And like, just the sadness and shit, you got to hold inside, fucking eat that shit all day fucking long.
Yeah.
That's the shit people don't see and you don't get to explain unless it's shit like this. And guess what people don't do in the Midwest is do shit like this.
Yeah.
Because we're too goddamn busy. Luckily, I have a lot of fucking will. Yeah. Like I'm not a genius. A buddy of mine from work spent 4 hours rewiring it because a rat fucking ate the wires. So that pisses me off too, because if you're willing to give me your time like this, like I appreciate this so much. You have no idea. I mean, this means the world to me. I don't give a shit about like money or anything like that in the world. It's fucking give me, just this fucking time here because I think it's fucking special. I mean, I don't talk to anybody anymore, man. I don't know how you do
I got to come here and catch up with you, dude.
Yeah, dude. And it's like
You've always been my boy.
Yeah, and I feel like too, this kind of like and trust me, when it comes to shit like this, anything that you think about you're gonna regret leaving here, listen to this clear. I'm not gonna post this, I'm gonna delete all this out. But just know that's that fucking childhood PTSD at work. I'm already gonna cover your ass. Yeah. So if I think you're gonna sound like shit, I'm gonna fucking yank it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not willing, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to go out of my way to fuck you. That's just not who I am.
Trying
and
to make you look like a fool or fucking anything.
Yeah. And that's just, I just never
or just
got
like
that.
condescending in any sort of fucking manner, trying to make you less of a person.
Yeah, and like that's kind of the stuff too. I think I can help some people out like you with when it comes to AI, internet stuff that'll help you and possibly give you more free time, take some ease off you. And that just filters on down. Like when it comes to all this stuff, stop drinking and stuff like that. Carly stopped, and then it's just weird. It's fucking bizarre, man. Yeah,
I will tell you this. I felt the best in my life when I was on carnivore and not drinking.
So why'd you stop kind of doing the carnivore thing? I meant to ask about that, but glad we.
Well, like I said, I still ate steak every night, and eggs or whatever for my meal. But I don't know, just like drinking, having some beers after work, or like I don't know. Sometimes Raven will make like some really good homemade sourdough bread. Like I'll eat the shit out of that. Just like things like that, you know what I mean? Just like
too,
I don't go like crazy or anything like that, but like I'll eat some peanut butter. I'm fucking a peanut butter fanatic, so like I'll eat some peanut butter before bed or something like that, like straight out of the fucking jar.
Yep.
And I wasn't doing any of that before, you know what I mean? It was just straight carnivore, fasting, no drinking, and it really shocked my body, and it was great. I felt great, but just having kids, going to t-ball games, this and that, sometimes. We're just going to stop at Jimmy John's or fucking Jersey Mike's or wherever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
On the way home from T-ball instead of sitting there for an hour and cooking a steak or whatever.
Oh yeah, and like that's it's
But I wasn't like that for like a whole month. I was like, I don't care. It was like 9:00 at night we'd get home or something like that. Or I'd get home and I'd fucking cook a steak. Like,
like
did not
that
matter.
discipline shit.
It was straight discipline, dude, and
Oh,
I
hell
got
yeah.
results, and I did, and I felt great. But it's
Well,
just
why'd
life.
you stop? Just
It's
fucking life
Yeah, it's
getting in
just-
the way. Yeah,
It's just life. It's like I didn't go off the deep end or anything. I'm not like eating fucking eating all kinds of candy.
now
and,
I'm
like,
eating 8
sweets
Big
and
Macs a
shit,
day, and
But yeah, but yeah, dude, carnivore. If you ever want to try it, dude, I would recommend it.
tell you what, I need to get some fucking stem cells. That's why.
Fast.
Some stem cells. You heard of that shit?
Yeah, you need to fast. Your body in the fasting state creates stem cells.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so what I do is I don't eat until 8:00.
Yeah.
I don't eat until 8:00, and then actually, so
You have a window.
I
You
eat
have a window
one
you
meal.
eat. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just eat
So you
until I'm
intermittent
good.
fast.
Yeah,
every
that's
day.
kind of what I do. Yeah, every day I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I drink water and sometimes
Yep.
coffee and shit.
That's one thing I did too during that. I was drinking a lot of water, just like forcing myself to drink water.
Yeah,
That fucking helps a lot, dude. Drinking a ton of water helps lose weight for sure.
oh fuck yeah, I was gonna say like and plus two like the old gas station diet, you know.
Oh yeah, I've been on that for years, dude.
Yeah,
That
that's
blue collar life.
that's the hard.
When I had them, for like 3 years straight, when I was doing the modular homes and having had a crew of 4 guys, I mean, every morning we stopped at fucking Quick Star. Every morning, everybody got shit at Quick Star. Got their shit for lunch. If we were doing rural houses, like a lot of farmers, so there wasn't stuff close for like lunchtime.
Yeah.
So like we'd stock up in the morning, get our breakfast stuff and our lunch
couple of
stuff.
Monster, gotta get a couple of Monsters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cigarettes,
Yeah,
Monster,
gotta get the cigarettes and chew. Yeah.
fucking, everything you need for the day. So yeah, I mean, I know all about the gas station diet.
Oh yeah. Did you have to work on any job sites where they're like, yeah, we can't have you smoke here? Iowa City was a big one.
Smoking?
Yeah, I worked on. I was on like a dirt crew for like the building.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, out there,
And
it's
you
probably-
couldn't smoke. You had to like smoke outside the
probably had a
shit.
designated little coned off area for smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, dude, you had to park your car like clear the fuck. I don't know. Usually, you got to ride down to your car. It was that far of a walk.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah, that was like right when they were building that shit.
Oh yeah, that was a big ordeal.
Yeah, and I have never been inside.
Me neither.
I don't even know what it's for.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like,
Like, what the fuck is it for?
you guys got show choir in there, or what's going on?
Yeah, I don't, oh, dude, did you see? Oh, here, I'll tell you how. I'll feed you in a little how fucking nuts I am. So Theo Vaughn's coming to Iowa.
Yeah.
I've already sent his team an email.
You're like, yeah, I need this.
You want to know what it said?
What?
I know of a place that's got Christmas all year long.
What?
Yeah, that's
What?
why I just sent the email. Yeah, dude, that place in the Amana Colonies, buddy. Fucking, we were up there a month ago, dude. Dude, they got fucking Christmas in June.
Yeah. All
dude.
the time.
Dude, that's some straight up. That's some shit. Down. You'd be like, no way.
Have you eaten in the Mana Colonies?
Oh yeah, we went to a bar up there not that long ago. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I forget what the hell it was called. Bruise Meister.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know what they all are out there, but yeah, I've had some good homemade cooked food there. It's pretty
Oh
good.
fuck yeah, that shit's so good. Fuck yeah, man.
I think we went there. God, this was like 2007, maybe. We went there for like homecoming. Drove there. Fucking had food. It was so fucking good, dude.
so.
I had my parents. They just bought a Cadillac CTS, like a newer one, and I was driving it with everybody in there for homecoming. Fucking going like 120, 130 down fucking.
No shit.
Yeah, dude.
So
I love speed, dude. That's one thing with me. Like, I fucking love speed.
I've got something I want to come into, but you got to piss. Let's take a
Yeah.
break for a minute. It's going to be about Evan. I mean, fuck, man. I hope it does too. I kind of, did you see the picture of me like sleeping on the side? So like that's kind of like the start of it. It was like it's like a Truman themed
Yeah.
thing. I mean, eventually I'd like to walk the fuck up out of here, and my real goal is I want an AI greenhouse.
Fucking
business.
right,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, I can code up all that shit.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that I want to live. I want to be. You ever watch? You remember According to Jim?
Yeah.
That sickly. It was like 1 a.m, hammering out wholesale emails, dude. I sent out probably 50.
Huh.
Yeah. And then like with this, how I got all of this, I already had the money spent, but I just surpassed the guy that was helping me develop all this.
Yeah.
And I told him, I go, dude, we can't continue. I need you're just not catching up with this.
Yeah.
And it's not his fault. It's like one of those things where like once you kind of get into your job, it's kind of like you just kind of stop learning sometimes.
Yeah.
You get complacent.
Get in that mode and just, yeah.
And I think that's kind of where we kind of tend to
do what you have
apart.
to do to get paid and
do what's right for all the people around you and not for yourself.
Yeah.
Sound about right? Yeah. Kind of wanted to get into, you remember our buddy Evan V.
Yep.
So I kind of want to, kind of climb back to that time. Do you remember kind of like that moment that whoever reached out to you or who reached out to you and kind of how, like, what'd you think? Explain the story of exactly with Evan and kind of what happened with that whole ordeal. Cause that is just kind of, that is one of those situations that is just like, what the heck? I mean, it's just such a sad deal that it's hard to explain because it's like, it just feels like that's just something that shouldn't have happened. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but do a better job for me.
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of crazy things that happen in the world, there's a lot of unexplainable things and there's been a lot of tragedies, but,
I kind of get into like when, cause he was turning on to the interstate, right? Is that kind of what happened with the whole semi deal? Kind of what was the exact deal? Cause I kind of heard bits and pieces.
If anybody's familiar with Evan and Ralphie and them guys,
Yeah.
They started getting into the crotch rockets and the stunt bikes and stuff like that and motorcycles. Obviously them guys, they're going to go hard as fuck. So started doing all these wheelies and stunting and stuff like that. And, that morning we had talked to him, at that time we were pretty close. Me, Bobby, Evan, Ralphie, them guys, we were pretty close. And, Stimpy, me and Stimpy were on a landscape crew at the time. And we had talked to him the night before and everything. And then we were at work doing some landscaping and got a call because Stimpy used to work at DNN Fence too.
Okay. Yeah.
And he worked at DNN Fence at the time. And he got a call from Evan's foreman saying, it was like fucking 7:30 in the morning or something at this point, almost 8. And he said, Evan didn't show up to work today. Do you know what's going on with him? And we're like, no, we just talked to him, Then somebody called and said there was a bike accident somewhere. Does anybody know what's going on with that? And so immediately we were like, fuck. What color is this bike?
Did you almost get a feeling kind of like, did you get like a little feeling at all? No.
Terrible pit in your stomach. Yeah.
You did get,
Yeah.
You did. It was like you could almost sense it type of deal.
Well, as soon as, we had gotten the call about there was a bike down after we talked to his foreman.
I'm getting chills now, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, keep going, man.
We got a call from somebody saying there was a bike down, and we tried desperately to find out what color it was and heard it was black. Well, he had that. That bike was an F4i. Anyways, we called and called and called. He wasn't answering. Then, God damn it, I can't remember who called us and said it was Evan. Evan got hit or something like that underneath the overpass of 100 and Collins or whatever. Or
Yeah.
100 overpass underneath of it where you would turn left to go back to the interstate, or you would go straight to go back onto 100 towards like Fleet Farm area or whatever. Yep. So he had gotten off the interstate, got off of that exit, turned at that light. What I'm thinking is that he probably, because it was early in the morning, he probably was like, I'm going to pop a wheelie right out of the turn because he saw the light was still green at the time up the way a little bit.
Okay.
So he probably popped up into a wheelie, was riding it out because that's what he was doing, was gassing up into a wheelie and then gassing it and going. And he probably just didn't see that the light had turned. Semi came through the intersection and fucking smoked him.
Shit.
With a lowboy trailer. And he got fucking
Oh, it was a lowboy.
all wrapped up and pinned up underneath of it. Yeah.
Damn. That is...
I can't remember who called us and said it was Evan. But immediately, we left work.
Yeah.
We left work. We went straight to the intersection. Cops were just getting everything cleaned up. There was paint marks around his body underneath the overpass, outlining his body. And there's just fucking pieces of motorcycle, pieces of his fucking clothing, pieces of his fucking sunglasses. I mean, I got a picture where I'm just holding fucking, like, what was left of him,
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks because how old was he? 24, I think, right? 24?
At that time?
Or yeah, she was younger than that.
2014. So we were 22.
Yeah, sounds right.
22, 23.
Yeah, and that was, that's one thing that, because I mean, we were together at the funeral,
Yep.
and it's crazy. It was so hard to seeing him there, like, with the casket and stuff like that. I mean, that kind of, like, how'd you feel? I mean, being that young, I don't know if that was that probably wasn't your first funeral, really. Maybe it was. Explain.
For a friend.
For a friend?
Or for somebody, really that young. I guess kind of goes back to the cancer thing. I had a family friend of mine. He was a little older than me. He passed away from cancer, and that was kind of tough on me. But, yeah.
So did you...
It was different.
Yeah, I mean, especially I know it's just like, yeah, it's like one of those things where you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's just like a fucking, I hate to call it like a rite of passage, but it, like, I feel like everybody kind of goes through something like that at some point.
Yeah.
We kind of had to go through it younger than anybody else. Well, I don't want to say anybody else because plenty of babies and young people have died, but
yeah, I know.
Just having a tragedy so close to you happen and just having such a big friend group that everyone, yeah, it was different. It was, yeah.
And you know what? As sad as that is, there is something, because I remember that day very well, and a lot of people, I'm hoping that see, especially this part right here, especially now that I'm, a little different.
Yeah.
It's, that was probably, I mean, that, for something so tragic like that, to see so much
Love and camaraderie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like all the people, I mean, I guarantee I ain't having that many at my funeral.
There was a lot of people.
I mean, that's as close as you get to the Pope in the Midwest as I've ever seen. We're all riding around playing We Them Boys, fucking all that shit, I mean, how do you gather that many people to do something like that anymore? How do you gather that many people to care about? That's the hard part. Everybody gives a shit about fucking stupid Trump rallies and all that shit. I think we need to start caring about fucking shit like this.
Yeah.
And quit. Yeah. And that's kind of what I hope to do, especially, hopefully after leaving here, you kind of feel better and stuff like that too. Maybe it's just, just bullshit. And that's all this is. And I think now that we get older, we're just kind of forced not to be able to do shit like this,
Yep.
So I kind of hope that's one thing too. And like, getting stories out like Evans, I mean, it
just sucks. The one thing probably with him that sucks the most is that the motherfucker had a terrible home life.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this.
That's probably why we got along.
Chuck took him in. He was his mom's boyfriend at one point. She was a mess, meth head, all that. They separated, and he went and stayed with him, with Chuck.
Wow.
So it wasn't his real dad, but dude took him in like his son, gave him a fucking home, gave him a fucking room up in the, he had everything he needed.
Yeah.
But the dude, just the fact that the dude had such a fucking terrible like home life, and like was making something of himself, like he was gonna do great at, you know what I mean? He was already doing great at DNN Fence. Like he was gonna be a foreman, probably go farther than that, maybe start his own company. Who knows?
Oh, he definitely would have.
100%. And yeah, just terrible. Such a fucking tragedy. I don't even know where I was going with that, but
yeah, it's
just that he had such a bad home life, and then that happened to him. It's just like, fuck, dude.
I don't know. It just almost feels like a shit string of bad luck.
He got cut short, fucked.
I know.
I do believe everyone's got their day, everyone's got their ticket. It's going to get punched when it gets punched, but it just really fucking sucks that somebody who had to kind of live through hell for a long time, kind of fight through everything and the battles every day that he had to deal with, and then getting smoked like that.
Oh, yeah. I know. And that's kind of, well, that's one thing that drew me to Evan too. It's like, and plus, I mean, I swear a lot. It's just who I am. It's just, it is what it is. It's like, whether you like, there's going to be people that watch my shit like, oh my God, he swears so much. Yeah, sometimes I say that.
I feel like I heard that you can trust people who swear more are more trustworthy. That's what I've heard. They wear their heart on their sleeve, I guess, maybe.
Well, this is the way I look at it. I've already got so much negative going on up here for my own self. I don't have a whole lot of time to put any negative into somebody else.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, if I can help you out with fucking anything, I'm more than willing to. It's fucking
vice versa, buddy.
Yeah, and that's kind of goes back to like that whole thing, fucking the old like holler at a few buddies with a fucking pickup truck. We're gonna fucking move to Saturday type shit, and we'll be drunk as fuck by 5.
Dude, I got trailers, trucks. What's up, buddy? You need help?
Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit that we need back anymore. It's
you need some fucking dirt delivered. You need whatever you need, buddy. I got you.
This is the shit. Fucking this is what America needs right here. Fucking hey, right, man. All right, let's end this with. What's something you want to tell your future self here in the future?
My future self.
Yeah, from right now.
Just dropped some fucking deep shit.
Yeah. What's something you would like to tell yourself in the future, Brandon? A year or 2 or 5 from now. What's something that you would like to have said you've done, or what do you have planned that you are going to do? Well, my whole point of Life Cap is kind of giving your loved ones, a little story about you, something that you might not see. If you go to like lifecap.app, I've got questions there. I want to know, this is my app is kind of like to give you a chance to tell like maybe your kids, just, or shit like that. We don't even have to end it as a question. Just where do you want to see yourself in a year or 2? When do you want to look at this video?
I don't know. Obviously, anyone wants to be financially stable, but I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy doing what I'm doing. And sometimes it's not the funnest thing to do work and do what you got to do. But for me to have the freedom to do what I want to do, not have my, be my own boss, make enough money to raise my kids right, give them they don't need to be super rich, you know what I mean? But just give them what they need and give them the tools they need to succeed. And I don't know, just continue learning and pass on any knowledge and wisdom that I can, to my kids. Really just be a good dad. For the longest time, my goal was to have my own construction company. And I think it kind of goes along. I don't know if you've ever seen like The Secret, like the book or the video or whatever. It's about law of attraction.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, check it out. It's about law of attraction, like thoughts become things, like visualizing, and I don't know what the other word is, but yeah. So like for the longest time, I'd always tell myself, manifest, correct.
Dana White.
Yep. So I'd always tell myself, like, I'm going to own my own construction company. I'm going to own my own construction company. Well, now I own my own construction company. To grow that construction company to be something good and something that's people respect, you know, as one of the better companies in town or whatever, that's kind of the goal. You know, I put my name on this shirt and this logo for a reason. Like, I want people to, like, when they think of construction or getting something done, like McClenahan Construction, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So obviously before, like, I had plans, like, I want to be that, you know, super huge and this and that. But, you know, as long as I'm making a difference in people's lives, whether it's my employees or my kids and family or whatever else, I think that's just kind of where I want to be. You know what I mean? I want people to like me. I want there to be as many people at my funeral as at Evan's funeral.
Hell yeah,
I mean, type of thing.
Hell
so
yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's fucking end it there, buddy. It's been quite a long time now, dude. I do really appreciate you fucking stopping by.
We can talk all night.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. I like I said, one thing, I fucking appreciate your time more than anything. Because time these days is probably more valuable than fucking money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking mind blowing.
Yeah.
But yeah, show a little bit of your shirt there. McClenahan Construction, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Go talk at your boy here. Show that shirt off one more time so I can get a good screenshot. There we go. All right, McClenahan Construction, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Never hold back. Thank you. All right.
Dude.